Hello and welcome to Garblag Games. Sorry for the slight delay on starting there. We are just getting used to AD&D character sheets on the Roll20. Thank you for joining us. This is the first episode of our AD&D second edition Dragonlance show, Dragons on an Ashen Breeze. I'm Pete and I'm the Dungeon Master.
I'm Dan, and I'm playing a Minotaur cleric of Kiri Jolith, and his mighty name is Geron!
I'm Jim. I'm playing Goust, a human red robe, well, hoping to be a red robe wizard. Yeah, I'm on my quest to show that I'm capable of that.
I'm Ben, and I'm playing a Kaganesti elf ranger called Stone Hunter.
I'm Roger, and I'm playing a half-elf Knight of Solamnia called Merrin.
And Aldoon's crashed on the video.
I'm still here.
Oh, okay.
It's very unstable though.
Okay.
Yes. I presume we're doing introductions. Hello, I'm Aldoon. I will be playing his fix, the Noom, this evening. His fix is a thief priest of the great goddess Shinare.
I like it. Thief priest. Cool. Here we go. Warlock Jimin in the chat has said, Half-Elf Knight of Solamnia, that's blasphemy. Well, it was before the War of the Lance. However, after the War of the Lance, when our show is set, it became more commonplace and half-elves were allowed into the orders. Now, I've got a little spiel. We are Twitch affiliates, so please don't forget, if you are an Amazon Prime customer, you get one free Twitch subscription. I was going to say Amazon subscription, but you're on Amazon already. One free Twitch subscription per month. So please throw that Garblag Games' way and support us and help us to create all these crazy games that we have been doing on the channel recently. We've had a great response from our audience, and thank you everyone who is with us in chat tonight and watching this back on YouTube later. Why are you watching it on YouTube? Come join us on Twitch. I thought I would give a little bit of intro. I played Advanced Dungeons and Dragons a lot when I was younger. I'd say in the first half of my life, I played a lot of Advanced Dungeons and Dragons in the 90s, and I haven't played it in a long time. And I don't think any of us have played it in a long time. So first off, apologies to any diehard AD&D second edition fans if we get the odd rule wrong. But as with all of our shows, it's more about the story, and we'll make a few things up as we go along. Now, Dragonlance is a D&D setting created by Laura and Tracy Hickman and expanded on by Tracy Hickman and Margaret Weiss during the TSR days, so before Wizards of the Coast. So we are going back to the 90s. The Chronicle series, the Autumn Twilight, Winter Night, Spring Dawning are classic cornerstones of D&D and fantasy literature. The setting hits on epic, classic themes of good versus evil, faith and honor, love and loss. The stories of the heroes of the Lance and Raistlin Magir in particular, who is a fan favorite, are massive in the community, the D&D community. Our story will take place just 1 year after the War of the Lance, 354 years after the Cataclysm, which saw all the gods go away, and recently they have been coming back, and true priests have appeared in the world again in the last 10 years. So they're becoming more frequent, and there are now temples to these gods again, and all these kinds of things going on. As I said, 354 years after the Cataclysm, and from these events will be a diverging timeline of our own devising. So from that point onwards, we may and will diverge from the canon. Apologies. But to tie ourselves so tightly to it would restrict our ability to tell a fun story for our players, and not everyone here has read all the books. I haven't read all the books, so we are kind of taking the chronicles as our basis and kind of going from there. This show is for mature audiences and will contain some adult themes as well as descriptions of violence. Although the world is under attack from tyrannical forces using extreme methods to subjugate and punish the good folk of Ansalon, we want to make clear that we don't condone discrimination in any way here at Garblag Games. However, to represent the classic struggle of good versus evil, we may need to touch on subjects such as slavery and torture, We will not dwell there. They will be draped in hefty veils. Our players are heroes with a capital H and represent the forces of good. Their job is to rid their world of people who would engage in any such activity, as we should all strive to in ours. Cool. Okay, so Dungeons and Dragons, back to it. Here we
As
go.
heroes, do we all have to get like a little H for our foreheads?
That's wrong
We're
show.
not holograms.
That's when I had the lighting from below in the dark backdrop.
Dudes.
Okay, so I'm going to read the little intro for our setting, just so everyone is aware of what's going on. And then I'm going to get each of the players in a particular order to read their common knowledge on their character sheets. Because as I usually do, everyone has a little bit of common knowledge and everyone has a bit of private knowledge. Now, if you haven't seen our Alien show, we had a lot of fun there. But this one won't be as extreme. We haven't got backstabbing. We haven't got, hidden androids and all those kinds of things. The private knowledge is just the motivation for our players about why they're trying to do things, and something that maybe they choose to share with the other players and characters. Okay, so the War of the Lance has ended, but Kalaman still feels the power of the Red Dragonarmy. The eastern third of the city is occupied by enemy forces. Goblins, hobgoblins, mercenaries, and even Draconians in service to Takesis plague the streets of this once fine trading hub. Although the heroes of the Lance have left the city, their influence lingers. The Knights of Solamnia have redoubled their efforts, and their newfound prestige has seen their ranks swell. The Orders of the Crown and Sword hold the line against the forces of darkness. News has reached Master Warrior Athelis from the Conclave of Wizards that Rhivrasonomar, a resident red-robed wizard last seen fighting flying citadels that attacked the city, has not written to them for several weeks. Divination magic has failed in seeing or finding him. This confirmed that which Athelis already feared. Their powerful ally Rhivrasonomar is lost. There was a complication she hadn't considered, though. The Conclave expressed a great concern that the Wizard's Tower might contain secrets on the Conclave's ways and methods, as well as powerful magics and writings. So, in order to correctly identify and recover these texts, the Conclave has sent the wizard Goust. The Knights of Kalaman are brave and worthy defenders, but all wizard towers have special defenses, and the best way to bypass these is with another wizard. It was also for this reason that the Conclave hoped that the tower hadn't yet been plundered. That and the fact that the enemy would probably rather use that site as a strategic location. Occasionally, scouts and refugees confirm that Draconian forces continue to attempt to enter the tower, only to die. Bit melodramatic there, sorry. Right, Merrin.
Okay, so my Merrin is a Knight of the Crown and has been charged with leading a small team of brave souls across the city to the town of
the Tower of Rhivrasonomar.
That's it. Merrin has been a Riv. Why not? Merrin has been a squire for some time, but was often overlooked due to his half-elven heritage. However, with the honorary knighthood of Tanis Half-Elven after the War of the Lance, Merrin was finally given his chance. He has more than proven himself. His first duties were patrolling the border between Solamnia and Estwald, which is where he met Stonehunter. After his border duty was finished, he was stationed to Kalaman to help in the defense against the Red Dragonarmy.
Cool. Stonehunter.
Stonehunter is a member of the tribe of Kaganesti that were pushed out of the Estwald Northern Forest by the advancing forces of the Red Dragonarmy. During the War of the Lance, Draconian, human, and Goblin forces were surging across the Estwald towards Solamnia and the Kalaman region. The hunters of Great Tree River were not allied to the heroes of the Lance or Solamnia, but they fought evil all the same, and they paid the price. Merrin and his border patrol happened upon Stonehunter's tribe as they were being overpowered by Draconians. The Solamnic Knights saved the last of the tribe, and Stonehunter has supported them ever since.
Cool. His fix.
Hello. Oh, Isvix started off life as a street rat, thieving and snaking.
One day, a young Hisvix stumbled into a temple to Shinare, attracted by tales of piles of gold and rooms filled with glistening treasures. Yar. And he was found
Going a
hiding
bit
in the
pirate
donation
there,
plate.
Adu. Sorry.
Well, the material lent itself, I felt. Where was I? I was being all piratey. He was given a choice: serve time or serve Shinare. He chose the latter. Now he steals for the glory of his goddess. He is slightly confused about religion. His life quest to embody the principles of Shinare through his greatest skills. During the War of the Lance, the entire city did whatever it could to fight back against the invading hordes. Hisvix became an expert in getting in and out of dangerous areas of Kalaman. A worthy guide for Merrin.
Cool. Go on.
Yahar.
Okay, I'm not going to do mine in my accent because that's going to be way too difficult. So, hailing from Lakos past the blood sea of Istar came Geron, a disciple of Jolith. Geron came to Kalaman after having visions of a city crushed beneath a floating citadels and red dragons. He journeyed across the sea in the northern lands of Ansalon until he reached Kalaman. Minotaurs are an uncommon sight, and his large frame and larger sword. He's got a sword on his shoulder. Larger sword attracted some attention. So when he appealed to the Knights of Solomon. How do you say that? Solamnia, thank you. To aid them in their fight against the Red Dragonarmy, he was welcomed. That night he received another vision, one that compelled him to aid Merrin, but of which he is loath to speak.
Last but not least.
Oh, well, I'm Gaust, and I've been sent from Palanthus to evaluate any important works, papers, or tombs in the Tower of Rhivrasonomar. I'm an hopeful wizard of ice sorcery, and I'm taking the final step, and the final test to choose my robe. During my magical studies, I haven't done very well, but recently it's came to me. It's bizarre, and I've got everything, and then so now, even though I was a very good librarian in the Tower of Ice Sorcery, and everybody had got good things to say about me, but this recent magical arts has really become unclouded, and well, I don't know where it's come from really, but I'm going to embrace it, and I'm going on this quest to prove myself in the final test.
Cool. Excellent. So, having gathered Gaust from the main gate, we join our 5 heroes as they make their way to East River South, one of the towers on the front line with the forces of the Red Dragonarmy. Master Warrior Athalis has arranged their passage across the river. Yet with evil forces still intent on taking full control of the port, a stroll across the city is not a simple affair. While the rest of Ansalon celebrates the end of the War of the Lance, the people of Kalaman shudder in fear as each night they hear the distant cries of dragons on the Ashen Breeze. Cool. Okay. Warlock Jimin has said, so what's your Thaco? Oh yeah, I didn't put Thaco on everyone's little. You can see, you should be able to see everyone's race, class, alignment, armor class, hit points. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to flip over to our map screen. Here we go. So this is Kalaman, the city. Are you guys on this page with me?
Yep.
Yeah,
cool.
Yep.
So pretty.
Okay. So I should say at this point that we are sponsored by Incarnate, the wonderful makers of mapping software online that you can use. And this map was created using the Incarnate Pro license. So you can do the same over there. There's really cool visuals, and they're really handy for all kinds of fantasy role-playing adventures. I want them to do sci-fi maps, but they're not on that just yet. That would be cool. What I've done is a little bit of a hex grid for the city, and you should be able to see a key on the left-hand side for the kind of noteworthy common buildings of Kalaman, and I've numbered various different locations. This map will be made available to all of our patrons very soon. So please go and check out our Patreon. If you're Adventurer tier or above, you'll be getting your hands on this map and any other maps. Not saying there might be other maps, but there might be other maps. Any other maps we use this evening and for the rest of the series. So please go and check that out. There's a load of free stuff over there as well, if you want to go and have a look at that. So I'm just going to point out a few key areas.
You've cracked it, Pete. You've worked out how to fit microtransactions into a Twitch stream.
Yeah, done it. Cool. So we should be able to see some numbers. Hopefully our viewers can see numbers. Yes, this is Roll20. This is a incarnate map that I've brought into Roll20. I've disabled the square grid and we have just a nice thing. And I've got a little pointer here which shows you where you are. It's the little tip of a lance.
Whoa.
Okay, so number 1 is Kalaman Castle, which is the center of government for the city, where the governor runs and the council sits. Number 2 is the great temple of Kiri, Jolith. The largest temple in the city is dedicated to the god of military action, rather than like the god of war in terms of savage war. It's more of a structured, ordered. He is the patron of the Knights of Solamnia. This is why they have risen a great temple in his name. Number 3 is the Temple of Mashakal, which unfortunately is within enemy territory. As you can see, this whole eastern portion of the city is on fire, quite literally. And daily there are sorties and attacks and groups of goblins, humans, draconians sneaking into the city, crawling along the dock front, trying to get into the city to reconquer it. The city was taken, and it's been taken back by the Whitestone forces, which was kind of the name given to the summit where all the good people got together and went, hey, we're going to go and take down the dragon armies. Number 4 is the Temple of Shinare, which is, it could be a smaller temple that Hisfix stumbled into, but that is the main temple of Shinare. We've got number 5, the Grand Open Air Market. Number 6, important one for you guys, Rhivrasonomar's Tower. Everyone knows about the Red Robe Wizard who is resident in the city, and where his tower is. Number 7, the reason I haven't written names on here is I want people to make notes, you see. Number 7 is Mercane Maps, a well-known map store. As you know, this is this was a bustling port. Huge amounts of trade would come in and out of here. Obviously, that has been depleted recently and stopped during the war. Now they're trying to get it going. They're trying to defend the bay and to start getting people coming back. But obviously, that's a difficult thing when you have ground forces dominating 1/3 of your city. And then also over here, just a well-known location, the Emerald Mermaid Supplies, which is one of the biggest emporiums for ship-bound sailor gear. Ropes, barrels, all kinds of things. Yes, all kinds of things.
Red bandanas.
Bandanas. Yes, those hooks and short pieces of wood. And you have all collected Goust from the main gate and made your way apart through a largely peaceful part of the day through the city, heading towards East River South, which is this tower down here. And you're heading there because Master Warrior Athalas has got summoned you there, told you to go and get Goust, and then summoned you to her there to go on your mission. She's said that she's figured out a way to get you across the river, which normally will involve some sort of battle to get across the river, and you are making your way across the city. However, as you make your way through the city, you know that this whole area is under constant attack. People are trying to get their lives back together, trying to keep going in the face of this vile occupation. So people are still going about business, still going about their lives in a very limited fashion, but they are trying. And as you make your way through the city, you can see people in the guild halls coming together to the focus of trade, and the people moving around the residential areas. Off to your left, the north, as you pass through the city, you can see the great castle, which every now and then they try to do some sort of aerial attack against. But all of the larger dragons have moved back east, so there are only small dragons left over in the Red Dragonarmy. And only one or two that you've seen recently, Merrin, Stonehunter, and Hisfix, actually flying anywhere over the city. So you're making your way through the city, and we shall move ourselves to a residential zone. You're moving through the city when ahead of you, you hear a commotion.
We've got a question about groats.
Oh yes, yes, good question. So you can buy rerolls in this game. If you want to spend 1,000 Garblag groats, which is our version of channel points, then you can get one of the players a reroll on a D20 roll. If you want to spend 2,000, then I will get a reroll on a D20 roll. I'm not going to say we can reroll damage and things like that. Just it's like an advantage in 5th edition kind of thing. Cool. Okay, so
Pete, I've got my weapons working.
Oh, brilliant! Excellent. I wondered why you were swiping at armor class 18 creatures.
Yeah.
Is that working
Just
properly?
swinging her stick around, didn't he?
Yeah, you rolled a 2. That wasn't very good.
Wizard.
It was the Thaco bit at the top of the character sheet.
Was it not filled in?
No.
There you go. Thaco, to hit armor class 0 for anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about when we say Thaco, by the way.
The kids.
Yeah. God. Okay, so we join our party as you're moving through a residential zone, and this is a fairly wealthy area of the city. This region of the city is fair. Oh, look, there's some rerolls coming in. One for Stonehunter, one for Goust from Non-Anomaly. Thank you very much, Non-Anomaly, with your difficult to say name. I'm actually going to zoom in slightly. So as you enter this residential area, you can see there's a market stall to your left, houses around you, and it's kind of like a pleasant street ahead of you. You can see some people gathered at the far end of the street, and they seem to be panicked and shouting and screaming, or sort of waving their arms, or seem to be confused. Hisfix,
hello.
If you can make a detect noise roll for me, please.
Yes. Staring.
Because you can all see this down by the clock tower that seems to be further down, and all of our viewers can now see everything on the screen, but you guys may not be able to. Everybody gets a reroll. Look at that. Non-Anomaly's done everybody. Thank you very much, Non-Anomaly.
Thank you.
Psychomantium put Thaco equals backwards math. Yes. But we love it.
Yeah, he's big on back mathing.
Whoa.
Okay. Hisfix, you can hear the sound very far away. Your ears are trained to pick up the slightest clink of metal. Normally for the sounds of coin. But here you're pretty sure you heard blades being drawn very far away, and I'm going to click on the screen for you to indicate where, and it's coming from this direction. Can you see that?
Nope.
Should we be able to see that roll?
Sorry?
Okay. Yeah, I can't see the roll.
Yeah, Adam's roll hasn't showed up for me.
Well, it's because it's a thieves skill. What actually should happen?
Auto GMing.
No, it just says it just rolls it to the GM on the character sheet, which I think is pretty handy.
That's pretty cool.
Thank you, Gen2K.
Now he can rob us all.
And you can see a group of
Redistribution
people,
of
and you
wealth.
can hear people moving around in the nearby area. And there are commoners moving about the area.
I will alert the larger and more violent of my new compatriots. There's a possible violence ahead. I hear blades being wielded.
Those people could need my help, and I'm going to dash forwards on my horse. Go, warrior, go!
Oh, he's even got a horse. Oh, look, I got tiny
Oh, yeah,
legs.
you've got your horse, haven't you?
I'll be
Oh,
there
it
in
was
a
on.
while.
I do. I have good.
Surely we should be going to where we're supposed to go.
Well, it's that way anyway.
You're absolutely right.
But
His
people are
fix.
in danger.
What are you doing, Marin? I cannot keep up while you gallop on your horse like that.
I shall
I'll
cheese
see,
it after Merrin
I'll
because
see you lot
Okay,
in a while.
so
that's
I
why he
gave you
does
guys
this.
all a combat cheat sheet. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
you got it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should have your movement stuff on it as well.
Yeah.
So what we're actually going to do is we're going to go into combat now, because
So the map's going to swirl round and go diddly-dee, diddly-dee, diddly-dee.
diddly-doo-ring. No. Okay. Sorry, that was Transformers. Right. So what we do is we're going to roll initiative, and I am going to. Let me get this. Sorry, my mouse. I'm having some fun with my mouse today. Let's get the turn order up. So you guys now. Initiative is rolled every round
Oh wow. Okay.
in AD&D.
Yeah. Oh, we have to say what we're going to do?
Yes, so this is the thing. You have to say what you're going to do. Moving doesn't add anything to your speed. But if you wish to use a weapon, cast a spell, drink a potion, that kind of thing, then that will add a number to your initiative equal to what you're trying to do. If it's a spell, it's the casting time. Oh, Jim.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep, can hear you.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
I don't know what's happened.
Don't worry. I'm just going to add that. Sorry, I'm just doing something here. Why don't you all click on your tokens? You should have control of your tokens.
Secret. Yes.
Yeah.
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 And then go onto your character sheet. And if you are using, oh no, no one's using a weapon yet, are they? So let's just roll 1d10.
We don't need our character sheets to roll 1d10. Duh.
No, you don't.
Hot 9.
Did you click on? Oh yeah, it's because it won't do initiative, will it? If you don't click on an initiative button. Okay, that's okay. I will. Here we go. This is the fun that we have, everybody watching. I'm going to add your turns onto the sheet. You should be able to see yourselves appearing on the initiative tracker.
Indeed.
What, like a real GM would?
Writing it on the wipe clean board.
I know. I miss those.
Oh, I'm going to hold my action. Ooh,
Little scrappy piece of paper.
Half
Right,
an old maths book that you didn't fill
Right, his
up
fix,
in
what did you
year
get?
9.
I got a 9.
9 for his fix. Geron?
6.
6.
Sorry,
His-
6.
Merrin?
His fix would like to
I got
discuss
2.
trade with the merchant.
Okay.
The
Goust?
knight buggers off.
I got 5.
5. And Stone Hunter?
Also got a 5.
Okay, right, so I just need to add... Numbers. And
Is this one of the ones where lower number's good, or is this
low
high
number
number's good?
is good on initiative. Now,
Yeah.
one thing to say about Advanced Dungeons and Dragons 2nd Edition is sometimes low numbers are good and sometimes high numbers are good.
Just
And I will tell you when which is appropriate before you.
I'll just roll the random.
Smashing.
And see what happens.
Okay. So, I'm doing initiative for bad guys in groups, so that I don't have like 50 initiative numbers
Makes sense.
Sorry, how many?
to deal with. There aren't 50 people. I don't know actually.
It's
Right.
49.
So let's go. So let's go in descending order, and I'm not going to bother. Oh no, ascending order, I should say. Here we go. Ascending order. Right. So, Jim's back.
Such
Hey, Jim.
wizardry. How does he do it?
Right. So, Merrin, as you leap into action, you hear movement and shouting. And to you, Merrin, this shouting is very familiar. This is the shriek and guttural shout of a Draconian. If you don't know what Draconians are humanoid dragon people that are basically the armies of the Red Dragonarmy. They're kind of elite troops, spies and scouts and things like that. They use goblins, they use human mercenaries, they use hobgoblins. Draconians are a bit more hardcore, they're a bit tougher, and they are created from good dragon eggs that are corrupted, and they spawn evil Draconians. Okay.
And where did I hear them coming from?
Down in the same direction.
So kind of down here.
Yes, yeah, down in that area. You can't see everything that's going on. Now you have a movement of 12, so in one turn you can move how many squares?
Let's see the thing.
It's on your cheat sheet.
Full move, I can move 24 squares. Does that factor in my horse?
Your horse is a what kind of horse have you got? A riding horse?
Pony.
Or
it must factor in the horse because I'm very nippy and can't move that fast.
Yeah, you're movement 12.
I
We're
don't
movement
see
12.
my
I am
horse
movement 12,
anywhere
you're
on
right.
my
Yeah.
sheet.
Full move,
Only
yeah.
his fix is movement 6.
Yes, that's why I'll be along in a bit.
It doesn't say on my sheet, but I would assume a war.
heavy
Yeah, the
horse.
horse must be quicker than that.
A heavy horse has got a movement of 15, so you can move.
So slightly further.
Yeah,
Is that 30 squares?
something like that. 27 squares. Let's.
Sure, why not?
Charge then, couldn't you?
I will do that.
You can only charge if you have a visible target.
Oh no, I'm not trying to charge.
No, I'm just saying. If you do charge, you do get a bonus to attack, but people also get an opportunity to attack you, and you don't get your dexterity modifier to your armor class for that round because you're just like. Bleh. Right, Roger, you moving?
Yeah, I'm just counting.
Oh, right, okay, sorry.
I think that makes me about there.
Okay, right. So you ride down into.
I'm galloping to.
Yeah. You kind of. Well, you were just kind of just walking along with the rest of them, and you've kind of kicked your horse. What's your horse called?
My horse is called Warrior.
Warrior. You kick Warrior into action, and you trot down the kind of loose cobblestones of the street, and as you reach the bottom, you see that there is a remember which button to press. There is another commoner here. I don't know why the commoner looks like He-Man. And you can see
by the power of Grayskull.
Yeah, you can see.
Oh, that role-playing game's coming out soon.
Yeah,
isn't
I know. We're going to definitely do that on
Oh
the
my
channel.
god, yes.
Okay, you can see 3 militia warriors standing in a line with. Let me just check what I gave them. I think it was sword and shield. Here we go. Yeah. They are wearing scale mail armor with medium shields and short swords. Just kind of loosely equipped militia. Their armor doesn't look like a mass-produced or anything. It looks slightly different. And they are standing there seemingly bracing for something. And as you watch, here we go. So I've got a bit of delay on Roll20 tonight, which is just making my mouse, you know, when your mouse is not quite just slightly off from what you want it to do. There are a group of Draconians shouting now. Merrin, you're aware of them. You can hear them. And they move up. Could someone tell me what movement 6 is half move in squares, please?
And movement 6 half move is 6 squares.
6.
Okay. Okay, in that case, they're going to move up full. Can that guy there go that way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, he can't quite get there. In which case, he's going to move half to there. Sorry, now I'm see my arm sticking out. That's because I'm counting squares on the screen.
So are the Draconians, are they kind of humanish size?
So these guys, you can't see them yet.
From my knowledge of them,
your knowledge of them, they vary. So there are several types. The most common of which is the Bars Draconian, who are quite human-looking. They look like humans with a reptilian tinge to them, as it were. Scaly skin, slightly reptilian edge to their jaw. They pass as humans in heavy robes, and they are often sent in as spies and agents into areas. They are... what do they come from? They are... you know that when they die, they turn to stone, and there is a chance that the weapon that killed them, if it's a piercing or slashing weapon, could get caught in them. There are other types, the Bozak Draconians. They were made from bronze dragons. The Capac Draconians that were made from... Can't see where it says it right now. But slowly they look more and more dragon-like as they become more and more powerful. Until you get to kind of like the Sivak dragons, who are these huge dudes with two-handed swords, and they're pretty nasty to tangle with. They're the sturdiest, the elite forces of the dragon armies, and they
and can fight them.
You've heard that when the Sivak dies, its shape changes into the visage of the creature that killed it, and then bursts into flame. After 3 days, so they're kind of crazy creatures that all kinds of stuff kind of kicks off when you kill them. You know this. Your companions have had less experience. Stone Hunter knows this as well because you've been fighting them. His fix has probably heard rumors, but Geron, you've never really fought Draconians before. And Gaust, you're a librarian. You may have read it in a book, in fact, but you'll not kind of know what that really means. You know, when you see it in front of you. Yep, there we go. Cool. Okay, so you can hear them, Merrin, which means you're aware of where they are. So I've activated their tokens for you. So you can't quite see them yet, but you're aware there are some Draconians in that area. And they seem to be holding off. Oh, hey, Sparky G Fire, thank you for following us. And Joiner Jack from earlier on. Forgot to say thank you to you as well. Cool. Okay, so right, here we go. That was Merrin. That was the Draconians, Militia, and Stone Hunter. Stone Hunter, what would you like to do?
Full move, cheese it after Horseboy.
Okay.
But not all the way, because I want to stop here in case there is anything coming from either of those crossways as well. So I know I can make it a little bit further than that, but I'm stopping at the crossroads to see if there's anything coming either of those ways.
Ooh, smart. You've done this before.
You can see a commoner. And a goblin.
Where's the goblin?
Further on.
Well, I don't.
Might be underneath the initiative tracker. Can you see him?
Oh yeah, there he is. Hello.
Yep. Okay, so that was your go. The militia are The militia are standing in line and waiting. They're not gonna unless they can. What's half move for a move 12 character?
12.
Oh, okay. Cool. No, they're going to stand the line. And they're shouting. They're going, "Get away from us! Be gone, foul creatures! You're not welcome here! Get back to your side of the river!" Ah! And they're banging their swords on their shields. Clearly, they're not... Merrin, from your perspective, they are putting a brave face on, but they look like they're not exactly the most steadfast of troops. These are no Knights of Solamnia.
They need a stirring speech, obviously.
Goust.
Maybe with some prancing.
So what do I need to roll for dressage?
Jim Khan.
Your heraldry non-weapon proficiency. Goust.
I'm going to run behind Stone Hunter, as he seems quite a capable bodyguard.
Okay.
So
now, with your token, just to say, if you can put the bottom blue line of your token in the long axis of the square that you're in, just to help me know which square you're in.
Oh, I think I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Cool. Right, so Goust, you right to move your dude up?
Yeah. Is that right? Yeah.
Oh, Narad Nixike, Planescape and Dark Sun were your favourite settings. They are up there for me as well. I wanted to give Dragonlance some love, and I just felt like classic good versus evil was like, we needed a bit of that. Okay, Goust, so you've moved up there, so you can now see that.
Who were elephant purchases?
You can see the commoner and that goblin through that gap.
Ooh.
Okay. Geron.
So Geron's going to turn to the little gnome who's obviously standing next to him and go, "Little human, climb on board me and we will run together. Your legs are too short to make all the way."
I'm not a human, I'm a gnome.
"Oh, sorry, my mistake. I've not met many gnomes. I'm aboard. I will carry you."
Okay.
Do you actually have horns? Can I?
Yeah, he has
hold on to
horns.
the horns.
Yes, feel free to grab the horns.
Oh, that's what I forgot to
I'm
add to your
so
catch.
doing that.
Okay, so you're riding him like a motorbike. Like a chopper.
Get on the chopper.
Yeah, we got there. We got there.
Right, cowboy, on we go. Yeehaw.
Okay, I will let you climb on board.
I have
as it were.
deactivated the pun filter for this evening.
Yes, absolutely. We've got to have the puns going on. A Minotaur can headbutt for 2 to 8 points of damage.
Yeah, using their mighty horns.
So it's 2d4 damage.
Don't headbutt me.
As a headbutt with your horns.
Okay, and then Geron, once he's clambered on board, is going to run up, and I imagine he's taking a little bit of time to get mounted on, so he probably doesn't move his full distance.
Yeah, you can do your half move.
Okay, so I need to move back
and
to
then,
there.
Okay.
There we go. We get to there. So little.
So his fix, you are there as well. And now it's your turn, his fix.
Thank you.
Because we'll assume that Geron, you just picked him up.
Yeah,
put him on.
The blaster.
So it was your action.
Blaster.
Yeah.
Stuck him on.
Cool. Okay. His
Can
fix.
I see the goblin?
Can I see the
Yes,
goblin?
you can actually through the other gap. Yes.
Oh,
he's going to sling it, is he?
well, I could.
Yeah. What were you intending to
Oh,
do when
might as
you
well get
started the
started.
round?
I was intending to. I wasn't expecting to ride a Minotaur.
Yeah, no, I know. It's great. First round of combat. The gnome is riding the Minotaur. Brilliant.
Excellent. I was expecting to make my way down this main passageway and then probably shoot off into one of the alleyways to see if I could get round the back of whatever was going on.
Okay.
Now, seeing a goblin, that's kind of scuppered that plan slightly.
You could try and sneak round the buildings the other way. But that would take you longer to get around that side.
Yeah, I've only got short legs.
That's true.
Can't take too long.
You could go into that alleyway to hide in shadows.
How climbable? How climbable is the building?
Yeah, I mean it's climbable. It's
Toss the gnome.
I would.
I am on top of a Minotaur.
I would say that it's probably a very easily climbable surface, so you would get a +20 to your climb walls skill.
Could I also just like being 7 foot tall, just kind of lean him towards the building?
I
feel it must be helping.
He's already high up, so unfortunately you are like 10, 15 feet away from the building. So
okay, fair enough.
But if you want to climb up onto that first kind of lower roof, you could do that in a round with a +20 on your climb wall skill.
Okay. I'm pushing the button, but nothing is happening.
Oh. It's going to roll like 3 times. Let's have a look, see if we've loaded it all up properly. These are the funky character sheets.
Please hold.
Please hold while we engage in technical stuff. Climb walls. +20.
Boop.
Yep, so go for it, roll. And when you put in +20, you have to write +20.
Ah! Sorry, there was a box hiding.
Yeah, that'll be why. Yeah.
It can be tricksy buggers, those boxes.
Yeah, they pop up on all kinds of things, don't they? Okay, right. So you start to climb up the. So you move towards the wall. I assume in the alleyway or on the other side of the building. Other side of the building.
Probably on the other side of the building.
Okay, so if you move your guy to being next to the wall, he has tried to climb the wall. You just haven't made it all the way up yet. You haven't fallen on your butt and landed on the floor or anything, so. Hang on. Did that work the right way around? Did that work the right way around? It should be a -20. Sorry, it should be a -20. Actually added it on, so it's going really high and not going under your skill. So put a -20.
Yeah.
Sorry. Apologies, viewers. We're first time using these character sheets, so we're just getting the hang of them. And
also
with
having
AD&D,
to go back to AD&D maths.
Yeah, and sometimes a plus is a minus.
Is it up?
All you have to remember is if it says +20, but you're rolling low, it's a bonus, so you take it away.
Just like in the old rhyme.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm getting that brain out.
Don't you remember that? It's like VODMAS. Yeah. It's the same. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember the pain. All right, I'm going to try with a -20 this time.
Yes, let's do that because you're affecting the roll.
I still failed.
Yeah, because you rolled a 90. -20 is a 70, so still a problem. Okay. Most of you are that old. Yeah, we are that old, but we haven't played it in a while, Jane, of 36, 38. That's your triplet. Okay, right. So, his fix, you did not climb the wall, unfortunately. Right, so I now need to add a turn for the goblins. And we are going to roll initiative again. So if everyone, what are you going to do? Ben, what are you going to do?
I'm going for another full move.
Okay.
That goblin is kind of insignificant.
Okay, so you're just going to do a straight initiative roll.
Yeah.
D10. Goust, what are you doing?
I'm just moving. I'm just
Okay, cool.
My turn on doing anything.
Okay, Garon, what are you doing?
I'm going to go hit the goblin.
Okay, cool. And Merrin, what are you doing?
If I can, I want to try and put myself in between the guards and the...
So you're moving?
Yeah.
Okay. And his fix, what are you doing?
I'm I want to try and climb this wall again. It's
Okay.
pissing me off now.
Okay. Do you want to do that as your move and then try and do something after that? With like a sling or
Yes.
something?
So if I can get height and sight, then yeah, I'd like to.
Yeah, because you're right next. You're like on the wall. I'll allow. If you fail, you won't be able to use your sling. Or you'll be able to move around into the alleyway and use your sling.
Fair.
So up to you. Okay, so roll your sling initiative then, his fix, because that will be when your action completes. So roll your.
My new initiative doesn't appear to be going onto the turn order properly.
That's because it's not an initiative button we're pressing. We're just rolling a die. So I will update them. Gauss, what did you roll? 2. Okay, Stone Hunter, what did you roll?
3.
Geron, what did you roll?
I haven't. I wasn't sure if I wasn't sure if I was
Come
meant to be
on,
using.
Dan.
I wasn't sure if I was meant to be using an initiative roll.
you're not. Oh, you're using a weapon, aren't you?
Yeah, because I'm using a weapon.
So roll initiative with using your weapon.
Is that the last
speed,
button?
Where it says speed.
Yeah, is that the last button?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay.
Do I need to do that? Because if I'm in range, I plan on hitting one of the dragon things.
Well, you can't actually see them at the moment.
Okay.
So.
Ouch.
Are you seeing yours updated? Right, his fix. What's your initiative? Merrin's on 10.
8.
Psychomantium just said Astral would have climbed that wall.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm going to roll.
Charge says it gets a -2 to initiative. Does that mean it's actually 17?
Yes.
Should I put that
if you are charging the goblin, don't worry. I can do that.
Charging the goblin.
I can do that.
I'm charging the goblin.
Okay, absolutely right. Absolutely right. But you don't get your dex bonus to your armor class. Not that you have one. Here we go.
You get your face bonus to your armor class.
That's for Draconians. That's
Good.
for Militia. And that's for the Goblin. And they're all just moving at the moment because it's a bit of a standoff kind of situation. Draconians got 10, didn't they? And then, where's the Militia gone? Militia got 5 anyway. Okay, cool. So, ascending. Here we go. Right, Goust. Initiative 2. What you're moving? You said.
Yeah, I'm going to move up to where the militia are.
Okay, go for it. Now you guys can probably see health bars, but no numbers, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Gauss, you can now see 4. They look like lizardy humans more than anything. They're wearing big robes, cloaks kind of furled around them. There's like loose bandages kind of hanging out from their sleeves. They're clearly wearing some sort of armor, and they have shields and swords. And they're kind of, you're gonna die. They're shouting and saying things in their own language.
I've got a language of Draconic. Can I understand them?
Yes, you can. They are shouting obscenities and things like "We're going to come and kill you. You're going to die," and horrible things that you would never say to anyone in your life. They are foul creatures, and the 4 of them are kind of standing there.
You kiss your mother with that mouth.
I'm gonna shout in their language.
Yeah.
Begone, foul creatures! I am a mighty mage of the Red Order.
Do you have intimidation and weapon proficiency?
No.
Okay, cool. So you shout and scream that at them. Merrin, this guy, it's not your go yet, Merrin, but the wizard runs past you. In the first show of action, he runs past you and stands behind the line of militia and screams at the Draconians like this. He clearly is either brave or stupid. And
it's all right, I approve. I understood what you said because I also speak Draconian.
Okay, cool. Right. Stone Hunter.
I am also moving up behind the militia for the shooting.
Okay, are you doing a half move? or a full? Oh no, you did a full move, didn't
I
you?
would have to do a full move.
Yeah. Okay.
Couldn't make that distance in a half move.
You two can also see these Draconians now down this road, and as they see more of you kind of appearing, you can see that they're looking a bit more. You're not sure whether they're looking slightly scared or more antagonized. Okay, that was Stone Hunter. The militia are like look behind them. One in the middle kind of looks behind. It's like, and she has a steely face, and although she doesn't look hugely muscular or athletic, she has like a stoic look on her. Someone who's clearly been in the militia for a while. This isn't like a weekend warrior. This is someone who is, trained in some way, just not a knight or a paladin or anything like that. And she looks round at all of you and she's like, "Ha ha!" She turns back, "Yeah, come on then, come and get us, come and get some." Like this, they're not moving; they're holding a defensive line, and they're all kind of shouting and banging their shields. Right, next we have goblins. Preceptor SF, thank you very much for following us. Welcome to the stream and enjoying some AD&D 2nd edition. Right, you guys will just have to bear with me for a second. One of the Draconians, this guy. Can you all see that? Oh, actually, only Goust and Stonehunter will see this information. This Draconian. Can you see that, Goust and Stonehunter?
I didn't see anybody ping.
No.
Oh, I'm on the wrong. Sorry, I'm on the wrong layer. Look at that.
Rookie mistake.
Yeah, rookie. Every now and then. Every now and then. No. This guy. Yeah.
Yep.
He and you. The rest of you hear this. He turns his head down the alleyway to his left. He goes, "Get over here!" In common. In a quite a kind of horrible voice.
Shoots a spiky tentacle out of his hand.
Not that kind of get over here. I've just realised I put the grid below the buildings. Okay. Hang on, sorry.
Looks nicer.
This is for our viewers, so our viewers can see what I'm doing. Now, bear in mind, everybody, that with this map, you have to imagine where some of the squares are behind some of the buildings. And if it looks like someone's standing on a roof, ask me if they're standing on a roof. They may be standing behind that building. Okay. And then these ones, they're not doing anything. They're not doing anything. Okay, cool. His fix.
Hello.
Hello.
I'd like to climb a building, please.
Go for it.
Again. I just had this vision of his rotund form just running at the wall repeatedly.
Jane of 36, thank you very much. I had a lot of fun making this map, and our patrons of Adventurer tier and above will be getting this map for free on the Patreon very soon. Also, I wanted to kind of replicate the feel of the old SSI. I don't know if anyone played Dark Queen of Krynn or any of the other Forgotten Realms ones like Pools of Radiance, where you had the little guys fighting on a little isometric.
It looks really Baldur's Gate.
Really bad. Yeah, and then that kind of turned into Baldur's Gate. So it's kind of halfway in between there. Right. So, we succeeded.
Successfully climbed a wall.
You scamper up and kind of cartwheel, flip up onto the top, pulling your sling and a bullet out in a flurry. The bullet goes into the sling, and you're like.
Yes, please big it up.
I can't see any of your rolls his fix.
In the face. That's because I'm a sneaky rogue.
Hang on. His fix. What you also see from your elevated position.
Oh, hello. Yes, go on then. Oh. It's another goblin. Oh, hello. Mr. Cow. I might need you.
Okay, so you are going to sling I assume you're going to sling the Red Goblin.
Yes, I'm going to
Okay.
carry on with my original plan, which now doesn't seem foolish at all.
Well, you are up a building, so
Drain pipe.
up a drain pipe. I like it.
Now
Right.
a clue.
So
Your spirit animal is a guinea pig, isn't it?
so what you need to do is click that attack button, that hit button.
Clicking one. Yes. Don't modify that.
So I'm just
Don't
color
modify
coding
that.
the Draconians for you.
This
Do I
is
get
like
a
the busiest
miscellaneous
battlefield
bonus?
we've had on.
I know. I was like, this is AD&D. We need to go. We need to have a proper battle to begin. And also, I thought it'd be good for you guys to learn some of the combat rules, to get a feel for your characters,
Potentially
die. You know,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff.
Lots of firing. Do I get any bonus for being up high?
Oh, you do actually. On
Yes.
your combat cheat sheet, attacker has higher ground. I have the high ground.
It's over.
Plus
It's over,
2.
Goblin.
+2.
Just like Darth Maul did. No, sorry.
Are we sure this is a plus this time?
Is it a plus or a minus? Yeah, I'm so confused.
It's a
It
plus.
says plus.
Yeah, you want to roll high on this one. Yeah, you want to roll high on this
Okay.
one, so it's a plus.
All right, I'm
Yeah.
pushing the button and hit myself in the face
Oh my god! What did you roll?
badly.
Sorry about that,
6.
He-Man.
You
Looks
rolled
like
a
He-Man
19.
got it.
No, my Thacker is 19.
Oh, you rolled a 6.
I rolled a 6.
Yep.
I rolled a hot 6.
With a +2 and a +1, which meant you rolled a 9, which meant you hit an armor class of 10. So whoosh, your bullet flies off. Now, because you made a half move, you can attack at half your rate of fire. And the rate of fire for a sling bullet is... Hang on. 1. Okay. Okay. So you can do it once. But for example, Stone Hunter, your bow is
yes.
2 for 1.
Yes, it is.
And that means if you don't move, you can fire twice.
Which is exactly what I plan on doing next turn.
Yeah, I imagined. Okay, right. So his fix. Unfortunately, your bullet whistles past, thudding into the ground. It would have been a fine hit if it had been on target.
Good hit. Yeah.
It would have been a fine hit if it had hit.
Good hit.
I'm trying to be positive. Right, Merrin.
I took part. Do I get a badge?
Yes, you can have a participation trophy.
Yep, well done.
Yay.
I'm taking part of the
We
count.
melted down your sling bullet and turned it into a medal.
Okay, so given I'm not too aware of what's happening around the corner, I'm just going to kind of trot up to about there
Okay.
on warrior.
Yep.
As soon as I see what you described earlier, I'm going to hop off warrior, and I'm going to move to here.
Okay, cool. Excellent.
Leave this place at once, foul beasts. I will say, drawing my sword.
Okay.
and shield.
Okay, they all sneer at you. And
Well, that's their action taken then.
and they
See, totally worked.
Legging it. Brilliant.
they don't turn around. They move backwards, watching you. Come to us, tin-plated warrior. We shall take you down. Okay, and then Geron, your go.
Yeah, the time!
You charge into combat, Geron. As you charge through,
Magnificent.
hang on. This is where Geron dies in like 2 minutes. Okay, hang on. No. Because
All right,
I need to.
Geron's got this.
Your charge.
Plus, he totally got called away. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
They'll be like, I'm not having any of that. I'm off to fight those guys.
Yeah,
Your
I've got my
charge
orders.
is going to
I'd
make
like to
them.
play with the cow.
make
but
morale checks. So I'm going to make a morale check for each of them to see if they, because you're basically a Minotaur with a two-handed sword has come running out of nowhere.
Roaring.
I'm not even making you roll any kind of intimidation or anything like that. And you've just been given another reroll, by the way.
Yeah!
He cannot die. Okay, so roll 1d20. Okay. Is that going to work? He passed. Really, I could roll a d2. Okay, so red passed, blue passed, orange passed, green failed, purple failed, pink failed, yellow failed.
Oh, I saw the ones at the back.
Okay, so the ones at the
Ones
back
that can see
all
what's
go,
happening.
"Ah!" Yeah, and the other ones are just like suddenly shocked by you kind of plow in with your two-handed sword and you attack the goblin at the front. Let's have a two-handed attack.
This is good.
roll.
That means there is only one wave to kill. So I get, is it +3 to hit? Because I get +2 for charging and then +1 for. I assume these are evil creatures.
They are evil creatures. So as a priest of Kiri Jolith, you get a +1 to attack evil creatures.
So does that go in the strength bonus?
No. When you get your miscellaneous modifier,
When I get to
put all of that in there. Put +3.
+3. Oh, no, that's equals 3.
Beowulf Reborn was about to give you a reroll as well, but it said I'll save it.
Are you
till
hitting him
someone
with the
else needs
sword,
it.
or?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe you didn't headbutt him.
Oh, I haven't got that on my sheet at the moment, so I'm hitting him with the sword.
Okay, so you swing your sword, but miss.
Oh.
I am going to use my reroll then.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah.
It'd be terrible that I miss. On
That is
first.
the tradition.
Didn't you
That
have
is the
two?
tradition.
You have 2 rerolls, I think. You got one at the beginning and another one
Yes,
just
I
then.
did.
So.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Reroll. Yeah. You charge through the thing. Your feet like. Poof, poof. You past these frightened commoners. They like scream as you come bursting through an alleyway. You charge ahead. The goblins cower in your presence, and you.
I imagine it's also like that scene in a movie when a car goes through the alleyway where it's not quite wide enough.
Yeah.
So I imagine like loads of like chicken like things
Your
just like
horns are
exploded.
scraping on the sides of the walls. And you swing and you hit. Roll damage for a small to medium creature.
Small to medium creature.
Don't swing down, swing up.
Boom!
You cut the first goblin in half.
Through the middle. Oh. 2 sides just go.
Oh, hang on. Let me undo that. Is that gonna? No, it's not gonna undo.
So,
Never mind. That one's dead.
Who else would like a taste of fine beef? Yes.
Okay.
and if they hadn't failed their morale check before,
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to
You just got
reroll.
another reroll.
Just for being awesome, probably. First blood. First blood to Geron. All the rest of you who aren't witnessing Geron, you can hear in the distance this charging, the shouting, the fighting going on, and you're not sure what's going over there. But if anything, Geron definitely attracts attention. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to roll initiative.
probably fine.
I'm going to pop inside quickly to get another drink and pop to the loo. And when we come back, we will continue our battle. So let me just roll the initiative for the bad guys. So, well, 1d10. This is going to be for the militia. They're holding the line. This is going to be for the Draconians. They are intending to use their swords if they get attacked. And this is for the goblins who are not fleeing. They are intending to use their weapons. What did I give them? Let me just check. Mace. They're wielding maces. And that is footman's mace is 7. Okay, 3.
Which one of the Draconians has been doing all the talking?
The
red one.
The red one.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
They moved in slightly different order. Okay, so Draconians are on 11. They're preparing to defend themselves with their swords. The militia are on 3. They are holding the line, and goblins. Where I removed the one goblin that I was using for the initiative. I'll do the guy at the back.
Oh,
The goblins are on 9.
killed the wrong one.
Yeah.
Sorry, Pete.
Yeah, what are you doing? It's
No,
good
if I
attack
get
though. Very
+1
good
to
attack.
hit
I like that.
goblins,
The good thing about the two-handed sword is when you do hit,
not that would help.
boy, do you hit. Right. Okay. So
I have just successfully managed to do mine using the speed thing.
Okay. Cool. Gauss,
So
what are
that's
you
in.
up to?
I'm going to cast the spell.
Ooh. Have you got the casting time of it?
Yes, the casting time is 1.
Okay. So roll 1d10 plus 1. Geron, what are you doing?
I'm charging and hitting another one.
Have you done that using your?
My speed thing, yeah, it should be now. It says 16 on my. Oh, I forgot to choose my token. Sorry, I'll roll it again.
I'll do. No. Don't worry. I'll
Okay.
put that in there. His fix got a 9. Okay, that's updated. 12. Goust. 10. Let me update that for you because that won't be in there. 10. Okay, and Merrin, what are you up to?
Can I use my reroll for that?
What do we think, everyone? Guys in chat, what do you think? Can we use a reroll for initiative? I said D20s, but that's a D10, but I forgot that initiative is on a D10. Merrin, what are you doing? While everyone's deciding, Merrin, what are you doing?
So is it quite clear that these guys are here with hostile intent?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'd ask, because obviously as a knight, I have to try and diffuse things non-violently first.
They are. These guys
are the bad guys.
They are the proper bad guys.
Okay. In which case, Kapla, I'm going to charge.
They are literally made out of bad intent.
I'm going to charge the purple one and hit it.
Okay, right. Okay, so you will have a -2 modifier to your initiative because you are charging. But you need to roll on your weapon speed. Yeah, Norman Smith makes a good point. Anything but damage. Okay, we can reroll anything but damage.
Okay, I think I've done that correctly.
So I'm going to reroll.
And it changed it on my thing.
And Sparky G5 said no, wink.
So I rolled a 4 this time.
Okay,
I've used
cool.
my reroll.
I'll change that for you.
Sorry to be awkward.
No, don't worry. It's good. And Merrin, what is yours? Did you roll?
5.
5.
I did, but I selected my thing and it did it. I think it automatically updated it.
Wow, you must have rolled really well.
Yeah, because he's got a -3. He's got a +1 longsword, so it reduces.
Unlike
it
my
by
double-handed sword, it's 10.
Oh, does a +1 longsword reduce the speed?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that because
But does the +1 reduce speed?
Yeah.
Oh.
In which case, then mine's a 4.
Okay.
I'll change speed.
Mine's 1 lower as well.
Okay. 4.
Magic weapons hit faster.
What are you doing? You're shooting though, aren't you?
Handy.
Yes.
Did I say a +1 bow? Okay.
+1 bow, +1 hand axe, you said.
Oh yes, sorry.
Oh, you get 2 decadent.
Everything else I've got is a bit
right.
So, you lot with your magic weapons.
We are going to do ascending. So in a moment,
that's all you need.
The militia are holding fast, and they're like, yeah, ha! The Knights of Solamnia are here to save us! Yes! And they're kind of holding the line now a bit less scared, and they're looking a bit bolstered by Merrin's appearance. So the rest of you are there, but Merrin stepping forward in front of them is really increasing their morale. And what we will do is we're going to take a brief break. And because I really need to pop to the loo now. We're going to have a brief break, and when we come back, we're going to continue our battle in episode 1 of Dragons on an Ashen Breeze. Hello, we are back. Just loving Beowulf Reborn's comment of Geron having a cowbell as he charges into combat. Okay, so our five heroes, the heroes of Kalaman, have been adventuring through a residential area of the city and have come across some Draconians who are trying to attack some commoners. And we are in the feels like the 10th round of combat, but the 3rd round of combat. So I got adventurous with this first one. I put lots of stuff in. I wanted it to be a bit,
it's epic.
Yeah. Okay, right. So the militia are holding the line, sword and shield, banging, cheering as Merrin steps forward, his sword and shield in hand, the sunlight glinting off his armor. And Goust, what are you doing?
I'm going to cast Wall of Fog in front of the Draconians.
Okay.
Okay. I call upon the elements. Heed my bidding, and I'm going to pull some dried peas out of my pouch and blow it.
Is this a 1st level wizard spell?
Yeah.
I love it.
Nope, fine.
None of you know what he's doing because he's chanting, intoning magical words and doing strange symbols.
If you can't see them, they can't hurt you.
This is very true.
No, that's not actually true.
That kind of goes both ways.
It's not.
So, Wall of Fog. So, this creates a 20-foot cube plus 10-foot cube per level. So, by casting a spell, the wizard creates a billowing wall of misty vapors in an area within the spell range. The Wall of Fog obscures all sight, normal, and infravision beyond 2 feet. The caster may create less vapor if he wishes. The wall must be a roughly cubic or rectangular mass, at least. So you've got a 40-foot cube. So hang on, I think I have a handy thing for this in my somewhere in the long and distant.
It's 8 squares if you're interested. That helps.
Yeah, it's 8 by 8, I assume then.
Wow. I thought it was a 20-foot cube.
Plus 10 foot per level.
Yeah.
Is that level of spell or level of player?
Of mage.
Yeah, it'll be on caster.
The caster level.
It's only level of spell in 5th ed spells.
Yeah, that's
back in AD&D went up with the level of the caster.
So I think
nice.
So when it says 20-foot cube, does it mean 20 foot's worth of cubes, so 4 5-foot cubes, or does it mean it's 20 foot on each side? Because that's actually quite big for a 1st level spell.
Or is it just a line?
Fog.
Wall. It suggests it's.
I was
going to say
a
wall suggests it's a line, isn't it?
Yeah, that would suggest cube by cube.
Yeah, so I think you've got 40 foot worth of cube. So you've got 8 cubes to play with in a square or a rectangle. So do you want a 2 by 4 in front of them?
Yeah. No, I want a just a single cube line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That goes like into the alley next to it.
Okay. Range 30 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can't cast it that far.
Okay, but back a bit then. So
30 yards from you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the line in front of Merrin.
Okay, perfect.
Boom! Just getting ready to charge there. Can't see a damn thing.
Okay.
So now he's going to charge.
Why don't you do it like that behind
We won't
Merrin.
be able to see what's going on. Genius.
There we go. I think it needs to be slightly longer this way. So, as you wave your hands in the air and intone the words of magic, A
Let me look up
swirling
the
vapor.
Kaganesti words for you bloody idiot.
Yeah, a swirling mists and vapors from the alleyways and the corners of the buildings and the eaves of their roofs kind of coalesce and come together in the street and form a 10-foot high wall of fog swirling mystically within. Could you roll 2d4 plus 2, please?
Dice roll up.
And you'll be in charge of the turn counter for it, Jim.
Okay.
Okay.
4.
That's 1d4, 2d4. So roll one more d4.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
That's
sorry.
all right. Excuse me.
Yeah. Where are we? I'll just roll a normal d4. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you haven't.
Okay.
No, you haven't.
Really hadn't.
I did for the audience. Okay, so it's 5 rounds that's going to last, Jim. But none of the others know that, so it's going to last 5 rounds. So until probably about 3 in the morning. So, Merrin, you're suddenly in front of you, swirling in front of you. This wall of fog appears. But you are the same initiative as Goust. So as this is happening, you are moving forward. So your vision isn't obscured. You see it kind of coalescing around you, but you can make your way into combat with, and then be sealed off from everyone by the wall of fog.
Yep.
Oh shit!
You can get rid of your spell at any time.
Oh, but why would you?
All right. I'm just
I naturally thought that, like, we'd put the wall there and then we could go back to our normal business.
I love Goust already. Okay, so Merrin, you're running into combat with Purple.
You can't see them anymore. It's
So
fine.
just
No, he can.
shout-
He can still see them.
Yeah,
just
he can.
shouting for Kalaman
Cool.
and Kapla.
Okay, so you are +2 to hit. But when I go to hit you, you won't have your dex bonus to your armor class.
So I get that wearing full plate.
You do.
Probably not.
Oh, okay. There you
You
go.
get a dex bonus in full plate. Madness.
Yeah, there's no max dex bonus in this.
Sweet.
+2, is it?
He's not in full plate. He's just in plate mail. But it's designed to work with
Okay.
your body, Oh, an AC of -1. You definitely hit. You swing your sword, and the shining steel of your blade hums as it flies through the air towards the Draconian's face.
And
Damage.
damage.
Yeah, 8 damage. Oh, you slash it, and it's like part of its robes kind of tear away, and blood, and you can see there's kind of scaly skin. It looks more human than dragon, if you can imagine the in 5e.
Slightly scaly.
Yeah,
person.
yeah. And now you look at him, his features, his nostrils are different. He's got, a slight change to the structure of his face. But if you looked at him in the dark, passing in an alleyway, you'd think it was just some ugly dude.
Cool.
That was a solid, -1 armor class, 8 damage. That's a good hit. So
Do I get more than one attack? 'Cause it's got a number of attacks, 3/2. I'm not sure what that means.
once you're in the second round of... in the first round of
Gotcha.
combat, you get 2 attacks, and in the second round of combat, you get 1 attack.
Oh, so I get another one.
At the end, so if you read
Okay.
the cheat sheet, extra attacks form like a little sub-round at the end of the round.
Smashing.
Okay, so his fix.
So simple. Well, I was slinging
Yeah.
So I'm slinging.
Okay. Who you slinging?
A goblin.
Blue?
A blue one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's kind of in line.
Go for it.
Let's try this. I've noticed I get a +1 against goblins as well.
Okay, cool.
Doing.
So add that in your
So-
miscellaneous
Yes.
modifiers.
Not that it would have helped previously, but you know.
Uncle Mojo says, so what's Gauss's intelligence? It's 17, but his wisdom is...
I was just saying it's the old intelligence versus wisdom special.
Yeah. What's your wisdom, Gaust?
It's not all that. I think it's reasonable, but 11.
Yeah.
Oh.
You've just not been in a
right.
battle situation before, have
No, I'm fresh out the library.
you?
Makes total sense.
Oh!
I don't think combat is his fix's thing.
Have you got a reroll?
Probably.
I think you've got
You
a
have,
reroll.
because Gen 2K got him one.
Yeah. Go for it. Gen 2K said victory is life when you said goodbye.
I believe in you, his fix. You can
Come on,
do
this
it.
fix. You can do it.
Hey!
Ah, wicked. Right. Right, so you for a moment you're about to let loose your sling and a slate tile from the roof slips under your foot and you rebalance and go again. Damage, please, Mr. Hisfix.
Yes. Hang on. Find me thing again.
Yeah.
It's gone again. Small or medium, presumably?
Yes.
Not that it's the same. So, no miscellaneouses, presumably.
Nope.
Ooh.
4 damage. The bullet cracks the goblin in the face, denting its cheekbone. Geron, you see this lump of metal hit the creature, and blood kind of comes out of its nostrils and down. It's like it doesn't look too happy, and it kind of looks up at the looks up at the giant Minotaur in front of him. Now I can't remember. All 4 of the back ones failed their morale check, didn't they, for the goblins?
They did indeed.
They did.
Okay, so they are going to run away down here. They're running away, but not fleeing.
It's a tactical withdrawal.
Regrouping.
There are some Draconians around here who'll kick us in the arse if we don't hang around later. So they move back to there. These 2 goblins. This one is really blue, is it? Blue's really annoyed. Geron, which square are you in? Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was in that square just there.
All of them.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So he's gonna step in here and attack you. Can I roll 20 minus 1d20? Ah! Look at that. I hit an armor class of 2 or worse.
Oh,
okay, so he hits you, and he does. Let me just check his stats. 1d6 plus 1. Here we go. Oh, 4 points of damage. His mace, little cudgel style thing, like cracks you on the kneecap. Being a Minotaur, you're only really wearing your large leather breastplate that was given to you by your order, and it has the symbol of Jolith on the front, the bison head. How'd
you like your steak?
Tenderized.
Orange then steps up.
What are you trying to do? Are you tickling me? Come on and hit me!
And here we go. Oh, no, that's not good enough. Swings. Swing and a miss. Hit an armor class of 13 or worse. And they're like, yeah, we're going to take you down. Oh, hang on. Oh, dear. Oh, my computer just froze for a minute there. Sorry about that, everyone. Okay, that was weird. I thought everything was going to crash and I was going to scream. Just be me on my shed alone, screaming in the night.
Screaming.
Yeah, so the two goblins are going, jumping around trying to hit you. Right.
Worth bearing in mind, if you do end up in the shed on your own screaming into the night, it does remove a point of stress from you.
Oh, it does.
It's very
Yeah.
cathartic.
As long as it's for a solid minute.
However, if I open my window and hear it, I gain a point of stress.
And if there's anyone watching right now who hasn't watched our Alien show, we've got an 8-part, 20+ hour Alien campaign, which you should go and watch right now. And also, after our stream...
Not right now, after the
Not right
stream.
now.
Not now. Did I say right now?
Yeah.
Yes, you did say right now.
Not right now. Sorry, later. Also, after this stream, Free League, who produce Alien and Tales from the Loop and Vesson and Coriolis and other
New
games.
Twilight 2000.
That's the one, which I'm backing on Kickstarter.
Dimbaroom, Forbidden Lands.
Their channel, their Twitch channel starts tonight in the US. So safely after our show. But everyone go over and raid that afterwards. Okay, cool. So,
Tell him Garblag sent you.
yeah. Stone Hunter.
Malotakis. I'm going to have to slightly amend my original action.
Well, you could still like move through the fog and fire.
That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I'm going
So
to
it's the same initiative.
move through the fog.
What's your half
slide
move?
out the other side on my knees. Half move
Power
is
slide.
12.
Ooh, me
Okay,
So-
okay, so you can easily get to there.
I've got plenty of room.
If you want to, you could be in the fog,
But
looking
I
out.
wouldn't- Will I be able to see if I do
You
that?
can be like at the edge of the fog, just like.
All right.
Just a
I think it'd
face
look cool.
sticking out of the fog. It's
No,
very
no,
elvish.
it is
It's a bit
very
Legolas,
elvish.
that.
Do I want to be seen though? No, I will. I want to be seen.
Okay, you want to be seen. Okay,
I want to be
like
seen.
it.
I'm going to pop
I
out of the
killed you.
fog, sliding on my knees,
Nice.
firing off sideways bow.
Of course.
Oh,
Full on.
gangster style.
Let's do this. Come on, Stone Hunter, don't fail me now.
Nice dramatic build-up.
Yeah.
Here we go. You've got a reroll.
I have.
Oh, who are
Probably
you
gonna
shooting,
do
by the
that.
way?
I'm
Red.
shooting red.
Okay, that's not going to hit.
Then I will use my reroll because that's Ponk. How the
Arm
hell
class
did I get
11 is like a naked person with a poor dex.
And this is Stone Hunter. He can hit armor class 0 whilst asleep.
I know. What's going on?
On his knees.
You rolled a 3.
Gangster style.
Absolutely. Let's get a reroll.
That's a
Oh,
bit
look
more
at
like
that.
There we
Look at
go.
that. Like
It's a
it,
more
like
realistic
it.
roll.
Okay, cool. So you fire at Red. Let's have a damage roll. You went for sheaf arrows, didn't you?
Yep.
Because the
And it's
range on
small
them is
and
like,
medium.
it's so huge, so far that you may as well just go for sheaf arrows.
Yeah.
It's only if you're in a field that you need to worry about flight arrows.
Yeah, I've got +1 for damage.
It's not a good roll for damage. Here we go. The
It's not
arrow
great.
sticks him in the thigh, and he screams, "Ah, you'll die, elf!" Ah. Oh, and it's the Draconians. Okay, so their initiative was hand-to-hand combat, so they can move and do that. But their movement is 6. So what's that? A half move for a move 6 person on the cheat
6.
sheet? 6.
Yeah. Half move is basically the number.
Okay, cool. So he's
Yeah,
gonna
half
do-
move for move 6 is 30 feet, which is 6 squares.
Okay. Oh, I didn't do my other. Okay, no, that's all right.
What's the difference between doing a half move and a third move?
No, certain things prompt you to only be able to move a third.
Okay.
He's actually moving back because I forgot to do something last on the previous turn, but never mind. The purple Draconian is going to attack Merin.
Oof.
Hitting an armor class of 2 or worse.
Nope.
You charged though, didn't you?
I did.
So what's
but
your
even then,
armor
if
class
it,
without dex?
how do I know what my dex
Surprised.
is?
AC surprised.
Oh, 3, but then add another -2 onto that for my shield, so it'd be 1.
I think I've added your shield onto that. Plate mail and shield is.
So
Let me just check.
because my dexterity gives me a +2, so I would assume that would give me a plus or -2 to my armor class.
Hang on, I'm just finding the equipment descriptions, weapons, armor. Plate mail and shield is 2. Yep. Plate mail and shield is 2. Okay. So that hit you.
Okie dokie.
So now we roll 1d8. Thaco is the devil. Oh no, not Thaco. Yeah, Thaco, bring it on. 5 points of damage.
Right.
And green is going to move up next to you as well. And try to attack you as well. Actually, Thaco's really easy when you can type it in as a roll like this.
Oof!
Oh, that's another hit.
Oh.
Oh! 8 points of damage. Whoa! Merrin takes 2 savage blows from longswords from these creatures, and they jeer and laugh, and there's a look of satisfaction on their faces as they hurt you.
Not very nice.
Okay.
They are
No!
the bad guys.
They are the
It is
bad
time for the Geron phase.
guys.
I'm going to hit the orange one in the face with a big sword.
Brilliant. The orange one.
Yeah, the orange one, the uninjured one.
Okay. I like it.
Nope, no, not equal. I'm going to have to use one of my many, many lovely rerolls that everyone keeps giving me because Geron can't miss. For he is the mighty Minotaur.
Here we go. What's going to happen? So you've rolled
Worse.
What's going to happen is we're all
swinging.
going to be playing Minotaurs by the end of this game. We're going to be a
Yeah.
party of like all Minotaurs.
Oh, that'd
Okay.
be awesome.
Cool. So, right now, who had additional attacks? I think Merrin had additional attack.
2, yeah. I've got one
I
more.
get an additional attack. I don't know if I still get it because I had to move though.
You don't, unfortunately.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
It's not your
Merrin.
fault. It's Jim's fault.
That's true. That was brilliant, Jim.
Damn
Right.
Fogmaster.
Oh,
wow.
Oh, and it's that natural 20. I
Whoa,
think I
that
just
is a
crit.
natural 20.
that
Now,
is natural 20.
what I do
It's
with
on
damage,
whichever. I was
what
going to say this would. I'd be attacking whichever one just hit me with that. I don't know which one it was. The
it
big
was the
nasty
purple.
blow.
They both hit you. The purple was the last one to hit you.
The one that hit me with the nasty one.
Yeah, that was that one. Purple.
That was the green one.
Oh, it was green. Yes, it was. Sorry, you're right. It was green.
That was the green one.
Because that
Yeah.
was the blow that hurt. So it's
Yeah,
like,
that really
that's
hurts.
it. You're going
like,
down.
"Ah!" Okay, so you hit an armor class of -7. Wow.
That's
and
like
it was,
shooting a dragon in the eye.
It is absolutely. That would hit just about anything.
That
so
was a natural
That is
20.
a natural
though.
20. So what I do for damage, and we got it on our cheat sheet, is we assume you roll a full result on one die, and so basically roll your damage, and whatever your
And then
dice are, we
take.
give you another max on top of it. Yeah, so add 8 to your, because you got a D8, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey!
19 points of damage. You savagely cut this creature. And what I'm going to say as well, because you rolled a natural 20, you remove your blade in time. I'm not going to make you make the saving throw. A dexterity roll, I think it is. Yeah, because
And
you got a
you got a
natural
reroll.
20. It's such a good blow. You cut the creature in half, and because of that, your blade is not inside it when it dies, and then turns to stone. And the top half of its body, which you'd chopped off, drops to the floor one of its arms kind of cracks and crumples, and its lower half is still standing there. It's like some strange statue, and its companion, like
a table.
And make a nice coffee table, yeah.
Yeah, that's quite nice.
It's waist high. It's very handy.
More of a nightstand.
So we just need to arrange them into the right shape and then kill them, and we've got
like some kind of modern art installation.
Make them do YMCA.
Okay, right. So that's everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll initiative again.
Yay!
So the goblins are going to roll. This is for the goblins with maces. Oh, not good. This is for the Draconians with swords. Yeah. And this is for the militia with short swords.
As per usual, if anything's a dice game, even virtual dice game, I just don't have much luck.
Oh, bless. Right, goblins got 12. Did everyone select their token before doing that? And if they,
I
if
did.
It's not
Yes, I did.
let me know and I will change it for you. 7. And
what am I doing?
the militia? 10.
What am I doing?
Okay, cool. Everyone, good Goust, you just rolled, didn't you? So I need to update yours. Right, so we're just going to go through and say what everyone's doing before we get into the round. So, Stone Hunter, what are you doing?
Duty shooting.
Okay.
Full attack. All the shooting. Red, if he happens to die before I run out of arrows, then blue.
Okay. Cool. Like it. Goust, what are you doing?
I'm going to move through the wall of fog and use my wand of magic missiles.
Okay, right. So, Garon, what are you going to be doing this round?
I'm going to hit the orange guy.
Okay, cool. Merrin, I assume you're going to be hitting the Draconian that's in front of you.
I will be hitting the Draconian in front of me, and if he isn't there for whatever reason, I will move into and attack the next one, nearest one.
Okay, cool. Right, that's cool. And his fix, what are you up to?
Hello. I'd like to hop down off my wall and run towards the heroic cowman.
Okay, cool. Right, so let's go from the top. Goust.
Okay.
The question is, who's he going to shoot with a magic missile?
As I'm like striding through towards the wall of fog, I shall say, "Go home, villagers, now that you are concealed." Yeah, and then I shall march through the fog and shout something like, "Behold, I am the master of fog," and then I'm gonna magic missile.
Terrifying.
I love it. I love it, Jim.
This one here, the red.
The villagers start to run away as this strange robed figure says, "Villagers, you may now leave." They're like, "Oh God, things are really going to kick off if the wizard is going to do something really bad." Before they were hanging around to see what like the militia and the knights got up to. In fact, there's one commoner who's feeling brave enough to hang around. He-Man. Right, so you stride through the fog and sorry, what did you shout?
Behold, I am the master of fog.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, and then you're going to use your wand of magic missiles. So you can use up to 2 charges in a round. How many do you want to use?
2.
Okay, and are you going to split targets or are you going to concentrate fire?
Concentrate on the red one.
Okay, cool. Right, so these automatically hit if the wand is held by a wizard. Otherwise, an attack roll is required. So you're a wizard, so that's handy. So you just need to roll 2d4 plus 2 points of damage. As you hold your wand up and incant the command phrase. And 2 sort of shining lights come out the end of the wand and fly through the air, smashing into the Draconian.
2d4 plus 1.
2d4 plus 2.
Oh, plus 2.
Because it's 1d4 plus 1 per.
Yeah. Behold, feel the force of my missiles. 7 points of damage.
And the 2 magic missiles hit it in the chest, blowing holes in it, and as it falls backwards, as it's about to fall backwards, it solidifies into stone in a strange backward, like half fall. It didn't quite get into teetering past its center of gravity, so it's like so it looks like it's doing some sort of interpretive dance.
I should just look sideways towards Stone and just say, "Oh, I didn't realise I was that powerful to turn him to stone as well."
I'm leaving the Draconians on the screen because they're stone. Ghost is fantastic. Okay, right. So that was
not
Ghost.
only did he blind me last round, this round he stole my kill.
Yeah.
And I weren't on my knees neither.
You're attacking with your bow. You can shoot. You can shoot
I
another
know.
one if you need to.
That's not the point.
Still upset.
That's not the point. I'm annoyed. Okay, right. So next is the Draconians. So purple Draconian is going to attack Merrin. Oh!
No, it misses.
Armor class 0.
I'm armor class -1.
Armor class -1. Okay, fine. Damn you.
That's showing off.
Okay.
Hey, I'm wearing a lot of armor.
You are wearing a lot of armor. Okay. And then where are we? The other Draconian is going to maneuver. He's going to step. He's not running away. He's stepping back for some reason.
Best of luck to him.
Okay. Right. Next it is.
Unless he can step back 170 feet.
Yeah, I know. The bow range is crazy, isn't it? Okay. Right. Oh, Vashu 131, thank you for following us, and Tomlin 1, thank you for following us. Retro Gamer Meth, thank you for following us. Okay, cool. Right, Merrin, your first. You only get one attack this round. It's 3 for 2, 3 every 2. Basically, something from our Dungeon Musings friend, Kevin Madison, over on the Dungeon Musings channel. Normally, you'd do 1 attack in the first round and 2 attacks in the second round. But it feels more fun to do 2 in the first round and 1 in the second round. So you get 1 attack this round.
Okie dokie.
And that's because you're specialised in your longsword.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm going to use my reroll that I got earlier.
Okay, cool.
You missed the building.
You'd miss me with that result.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Oh dear, terrible. Okay, you swing at the creature, but the sudden appearance of magic missiles streaking past you has distracted you, and it's just kind of put you off balance. Yes, Vashu131. Yes, this is the first episode of Dragons on an Ashen Breeze, and we are just engaging in the first combat. Getting everyone back into the swing of AD&D.
Going really
second
well.
edition. It's going pretty well.
Breeze.
I think you
Soon
guys
to be
are
in a
doing
perfume
okay.
store near you.
His fix.
Hello.
Your go.
So I've hopped down off my building.
Okay.
And I've done a half move.
Okay.
Bring me up to where I am now.
Yeah.
Invented the Cornish pasty.
I stopped off to make myself passy. No, I'm going to hock a knife at Blue Boy here.
Oh, wicked. Yep, that's cool. Oh, hang on. There's a special rule.
Yeah, I know.
For missiles into melee.
I
Now,
know. I'm really sorry.
So what you do is you say I'm going to fire into, and you want to go for blue, but you have to randomize up front. Yeah.
Yep.
Now, I'm going to be kind.
Really sorry.
I believe you're going to beat my skills.
So you've got to roll 1d4, right? And if you get, hang on, before you do, if you roll a 1, you get blue goblin. If you roll a 2, you get orange goblin. If you roll a 3 or a 4, you get Geron. Because he is a size larger than them.
But I'm aiming at the goblins, and I don't like goblins because I'm a gnome.
I know.
We've got some sort
I'm
of
sorry,
racial prejudice
but
here.
the rule is that you first off you randomize who you're going
I
to
rolled
hit.
a 2.
Hey, you're going to hit the
Oh,
orange guy.
yay.
I want to hit the blue one.
You hit. I'm sorry. It's
fine.
it's
Fine.
to simulate
It's
them
fine.
moving around, and
Yeah, it's not like I'm actually going to hit him anyway.
you never know.
I think I do.
Okay, let's have a look. I'm going to show our viewers the hit points, armor class, and move score of the goblins.
This is what I should be watching on Twitch as well.
No, it's really hard because you've got to be extra good when he does things like that and not go over to Twitch, even if it means you miss picking up on your Garblag groats.
Oh,
I've got a 6. How's a 6?
That's just hit him.
Hey!
You strike the goblin. Let's
This
roll.
is the orange one?
Oh, Psychomantium, see you later. Thank you very much. Catch up the rest on YouTube.
Back to the warp with you.
Yeah. Yes, there's small to medium damage on the knife, on the dagger.
With no modifiers. And a
Oh,
4.
nice!
Full
Max damage. Okay, so you kind of throw the knife, aiming for blue, but Geron's big meaty legs kind of get in the way, and you have to duck, and you throw, and you hit a goblin, but when the kind of mist clears, you realise you hit the wrong goblin. But you hit him good.
It's the cowbell.
Yeah, there's a dagger sticking out of its shoulder, and it's like, no! Once we've dealt with this Minotaur, we're going to come and bring you down, little gnome.
I just want my knife back, actually. Those cost money.
Sorry?
I want my knife back.
It's kind of like... Beowulf Reborn has just said, did Stonehunter and Merrin see that they got rerolls from Uncle Mojo and myself?
Oh, no.
Well,
I did not, but thank you.
Missed those, thank you.
It's now Stonehunter's go.
Good timing.
I believe it might be arrow o'clock.
Arrow o'clock.
Blue.
Okay, arrow at blue. Okay, go for it.
Arrow at blue.
Here we go. Let's show the armor class to our viewers.
Bang.
That's not going to hit.
Would a 4 hit? Because I don't think I added my +1.
A forward hit.
There we go. I didn't add my +1.
Okay. You can in the weapon. There's like an area where you can put, like, if you're specialized, a +1 on it for hit and damage. But you can just put a +1 in there, and it will take it into account for the future. But that is a hit. So if you could roll damage, please. Oh, 6 points of damage. That's a good hit. That is a good hit. And you see the arrow strike in its body, and it's... Dirty elf, I will come for you!
Not finished.
Okay, but before you get your second shot, we have the militia are going to move up to here. They are not sure of what's going on beyond the fog, the wall of fog, so they move through in a half move, in a kind of quarter move, if that, just up in front of Goust and Stonehunter with sword and shield ready, but just like they're moving up to push the line forward. They're not like going full offensive themselves. Right, next it's goblins. So, Geron, did you take damage?
Yeah, I took 4 points of damage.
You haven't taken it off your hit points on your.
I keep putting it in, but it keeps changing it back.
Put -4.
I did do that, and it changed it to 16, and shortly afterwards it turned it back to 20.
Oh, is that because it's like you're regenerating?
I did it on my character sheet just below where it says Thacko.
You can do either. So I've linked it to your hit point score in your character sheet, so the two should work.
It might stick better with one, depending
Okay.
on who programmed the character sheet.
Yeah. So we are going to have a goblin attacking. I'm going to create a little rolling button that I can punch the Thacko into, and then it I don't want to type these things. Right, so blue is going to attack you, Geron.
Yep. Yeah, it
That's
gets
a
me.
hit.
Everyone hits me.
What did I say? It was 1d6 plus 1.
There is a lot.
Everyone hits you. That's what you get for the Minotaur tradition of not wearing armor.
I mean, I was not consulted on armor, so I'm assuming they don't make it in Minotaur size.
Well, you can make armor, but Minotaurs tend not to wear it because they're trying to show their power. Yeah, exactly. Their guns.
Like wizards.
Right. Exactly, like wizards. Okay, so orange is going to attack Geron. Oh, that's a miss. That's a bad miss.
Just like me.
Right, hang on. I'm not done yet with goblins. The 4 at the bottom, I'm going to roll morale checks for them to see if they buck their ideas up. Less than 10.
Crap.
Here we go. Purple doesn't. Yellow does. Green does. Pink does. Okay, so he's going to move there. He's going to move there. And he's going to move. They're only little guys, and making a morale check counts as an action effectively, so they get to do just like a half move. Okay, but purple is actually going to now he's failed 2 morale checks, just going to run off the pitch, as it were. So I'm going to delete. This is going to be the one that's got the initiative tied to it, isn't it?
No, that was yellow.
Oh, it was yellow, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, and then at the same time,
kill that one last.
Hang on. So with a movement of 6, you can go 12 squares, can't you?
Full move, yeah.
Yeah, full move. Okay, bursting into the alley where you were, 4 goblins come running out. Hang on. Here we go. And from the alleyways to your left, to your right, my left, 4 goblins come running out into the alleyway and start attacking the militia and Merrin. But they did full moves, so they can't do anything.
That's just rude.
That is rude.
Just ignoring you.
Well, no, they've just attacked the.
I know.
It's brilliant. Ignoring him. Right. And then it's the Geron phase.
Yeah! I love that he has a whole phase now.
Yeah. So
Leave.
I'm assuming that hits this time.
Yes, that hits. Who are you hitting?
So
The orange goblin.
Okay, you turn him into Goblin Pate.
Oh, I don't even get to
You can roll damage if you want. He's got 1 hit point left.
That's fine. I only did 3 somehow.
Okay. How did you only do 3?
I don't know. Is there something
it's
wrong with my
1d10. It's 1d10. Yeah. Okay. So he is deleted.
Yeah, that was a D10.
Yeah, he just rolled a 1, I think.
Yeah. He rolled a 2 and with a +1.
I hit him with the flat of the blade by accident and just
just drive him into the ground. And the other goblin's like, okay, right. No one's got. Oh no, hang on. Stone Hunter has a second. I have. Let me just get over to the right part of the screen. Right, Stone Hunter. There's suddenly a target-rich environment.
I still want to finish off blue because
and you
I
can
don't trust
see him
him
down
to not...
that line. Even those goblins come running in, you're like, Prince of Thieves.
So I shall say, Moi Takla Shat Kuzalathom, and then end him.
Was
I hope.
Armor class 15 or worse. Is it working? Whoa! Thread the needle.
A natural 20.
Wow, natural 20. Okay, so your weapon normally does 1d. It's got a 1d8 die, hasn't it?
Yes.
So
I
roll your
roll
damage
a d8 die
plus
and then
8.
add 8.
Yep. If you're just joining us, that's how I do critical damage. Just it makes more sense. You don't get a. How did you do that?
He hasn't added the 8.
Yes, yeah.
I haven't added the 8.
Oh, you punch
So
in
it's
when you get to the
6.
modifier bit.
Oh,
add
you
8,
add in plus 8, so that's 14.
Okay. So your arrow flies straight into his eye and out the other side, and as the last trace of the flight feathers is leaving the back of its head, its body turns into stone from that point forward, sweeping over its body as it solidifies.
But for those of you who were wondering, I shouted, "Hear me, you who are dead," in Elvish at him.
Nice. I like it.
See, my power is still emanating with this turning to stone.
Like you said, a target-rich environment, yeah? No one ever has to know.
Oh.
I'm getting a strong Hawkeye vibe.
So, that was that round of combat. So, how many rounds has the Wall of Fog been up now? 2?
2.
Okay, so there's 3 rounds of it left. And it's 20 past 11. We'll go for just a little bit longer, guys. Don't worry. We will round it up shortly. Just this battle, and as you can see, this will probably all wash up quite soon. So we're going to roll initiative again. I'm going to roll for my goblins. For my oh, that's bad. For my militia. That's not bad. And for my Draconians. Okay, so Draconians are on 11. Remember,
Finally, a good initiative roll.
You can use that is a good initiative roll for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
What did I get for my goblins? 16. Rubbish. And militia were 9. There we go. Right. What? Stone Hunter, what are you doing this round?
This
is just the declaration bit.
To longsword and sticking it in a goblin.
Okay. You'll need to, if you want to do that in one round, you need to drop your bow.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Well, actually, I'll just put it down as I'm standing up.
Not. But you can't tuck it nicely, safely in all your things. Goust, what are you going to be doing this round?
I am going to be casting sleep on the goblins.
Oh, Geron, what are you doing this round?
I'm hitting the blue one if it's still alive. If his fix doesn't kill it. If not, I'm charging off at the other ones and killing them instead.
Okay, I like it. Merrin, what are you doing
We'll
this round?
We'll be attacking the 2 things that are attacking me.
Okay, cool. And his fix, what are you going to be doing this round?
I'm going to step boldly forwards and hit a goblin with my holy mace.
Ah, wicked. Okay, right. So, top of the round is Goust. So you're casting sleep. I'm just going to get a sleep spell up so I can
teach him the error of his ways.
This is a good spell.
It is. It's one of those sort of super utility spells at early levels, isn't it?
So it causes comatose slumber to come upon one or more creatures. All creatures to be affected by the sleep spell must be within 30 feet. So you can dish this out. The number of creatures that can be affected is a function of hit dice or levels. The spell affects 2d4 hit dice of monsters. 4. Okay. So okay, right. Let's have a look. No saving throw. Okay, so all 4 goblins fall asleep. So
enter into slumber, you dirty green vermin.
Okay, and as Goust says those cutting words, the goblins all stare at him and suddenly look transfixed, and then their eyes shut quite quickly, and their bodies sort of slump over onto the floor, hitting the deck. All 4 of them asleep. Come on, there's got to be a. Well, hang on, what happened there? There's no kind of sleep thing. Let's do that symbol. Here we go. It doesn't matter. We know all 4 goblins are asleep. Well done, Goust. Very good use of that spell. Slapping or wounding awakens affected creatures, but normal noise does not. Awakening requires 1 entire round. Magically sleeping opponents can be attacked with substantial bonuses, as you'll all see on the combat cheat sheet that I created, 2-page document that you can get for free on the Patreon
auto.
right now.
Auto. It means you hit them automatically.
You do.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Right. So next it is Merrin. The goblin next to you is asleep.
Okay.
Can't attack
But
that
the
one.
Draconian is still there.
I will attack the Draconian, and can I shout at the goblin to wake it up?
Normal noise does not wake it. You have to physically rouse it.
I
love it. I love it.
I will be shouting, "Wake up and face your destiny!"
It doesn't wake up. Yeah, I know. You tried. You tried. Honourable combat only for a Knight of Solamnia. Thank you very much. I love it. XP for you, Roger.
Bravo.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Right.
I will attack it then. Let's see how that goes.
Let's have a look.
Oh my god!
Oh,
that's another one. Okay, I'm gonna use my another reroll that I was given.
Have you got another one?
Yeah, I've been given 3 in total.
And how many have you used so far?
1. So I'm going to use my second one.
Okay, go for it.
There
Oh,
we go.
that's better. That's a solid hit. Right, let's roll.
That was 3 natural ones in a row.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
Nice training. You've used them up now.
Yeah.
That's how probability works.
6 damage to the purple one.
Okay. Right, now. Where's my book? I love this book.
Longsword's in trouble.
Your longsword might be in trouble.
I'm assuming I can recover it.
Yeah, it's just you can't
chisel.
You can't get it out now. That's more the problem. Let's have a look. Here we go. The attacker must make a dex check at -3, or his weapon becomes stuck in the statue for 1d4 rounds, at which point the stone crumbles to dust. So some of those Draconians in the back, the red ones probably crumbled to dust by now. So let's delete that one.
That coffee table's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. Need to get there with some quick drying cement or something.
Right. Yeah, so what we need to do is, I'm not sure if there's a check button on the character sheet for your attributes, but basically it says a dex check -3. So what we do is we roll. You've got to roll below your dexterity, but you get a -3 to it. So you've got to roll lower than a 14. A 14 or lower.
Okay.
So you should roll 1d20 +3 and try and get under your 17 dexterity, really. I love the way they have these.
I will use my last reroll.
No, you didn't roll a d20. That's not a d20.
No, you said
that's
rolling
just
20 +3, so it just rolled a 20.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Yes. I'll let you roll that one properly.
Arithmetic. That's what that was.
Oh, I did
You
it.
passed. You passed. Okay, so as you thrust your blade into it, you see that it starts to turn into stone, and you come on, put your foot against it and pull your sword out, and it turns to stone.
Can I use my other attack to, instead of attacking, try and wake the goblin?
Slap him.
Yes, but that won't happen till at the end.
Because I'm assuming they don't just get up
I'm
automatically.
happy for you to lean over and just slap him about the face to be get up. That's fine, but that'll be
slap him on the side of the body with the sword. Wake up, wake up.
Right. So next we have his fix.
I believe you
Hello.
Six.
We will rotundly and bravely step forwards. Dorrit, my fine cow companion, I've got this.
I love this buddy cop duo that's already going on. It's like,
You are very brave, little human.
It's red meat.
gnome.
I'm still not a human.
It's
Sorry,
more
you
like
are small.
twins.
Yes, actually. Oh, I can roll with that.
it's what? Sorry.
So it's more like twins.
Unfortunately, Danny DeVito.
Yep.
They're twins,
Brilliant.
but not
Gotta get
identical.
matching outfits, definitely.
Brilliant. Okay, cool.
Absolutely.
Let's go for that
I'm
mace.
very
you-
In
happy
fact,
with
you've
that.
got to
Go
get
on,
a horned helmet.
you see the gnome, the small human, pull out a weapon of actually really fine construction, a mace. What does it look like, Aldoon?
It has a bird's head. Well, it has a bird's. It's quite squat, little raven type thing
With
with
the wings
sticky
on
out wings.
Yeah, that you kind of whack someone in the face with.
Yeah, it's how I teach them about religion.
Let's go. Oh, wicked!
Oh,
That's a
nice.
hit. That is a hit, definitely. And let's roll
Right.
damage.
Do I get the +1 on the damage?
You
Oh, that's
do,
already in,
yeah.
isn't it? Or is that already in the
Uh,
damn SM thing?
No. In the where it has your hit and to the left of that, there are 2 boxes for hit and damage.
Yes.
Put +1
Yep.
in both of those.
Yep.
Cool.
It's already there.
Then it should figure it in your damage. Oh! Okay, so you step up and let me teach you about Shinare. And you cave its skull in. Its head kind of collapses and its brain shoots out of its nose.
And your mama saw.
And Geron just looks down and goes,
Yes! Right, I'm learning.
And that goblin is well and truly dead. Right, so next we're going to have our 3 militia are going to brutally stab the goblins.
The sleeping
so
goblins.
they auto hit. So we just have to roll damage. So we're going to do them from top to bottom, a vertical arrangement. So the top one
so brutal.
stabs it for 1 point of damage, waking it up. Remember, waking takes a full round. So its next round will be waking up. The second one brutally murders its goblin. Sorry, heroically dispatches the goblin.
I feel that's the steely-eyed one from earlier.
Yeah, it's the steely-eyed one. It just goes
uncaring.
through the neck. The first one was like, "Ugh." This one just goes
First one's like poking a jellyfish with a stick on the beach.
exactly. And then the last one, again, not quite used to stabbing sleeping people. And that goblin is also going to be waking up next turn. So that was down to militia. Next, it's the Geron phase.
Yes! So channeling his god, he screams and he's like, I come for you, goblins! Ah, for Jolith! And he smashes into the green one and probably promptly misses, but we'll go for it anyway.
So you're charging.
Oh yeah,
So you
charging.
get a +2
I always
to
charge.
hit with your +1,
Charging.
so you're +3 on this.
Yeah!
That is a proper hit. Okay, let's roll damage.
Not,
Is that
not
critical
you
as
can't
well?
Nat
not
20,
That is a
yeah.
critical,
We just
isn't it?
wanna
Yeah,
see
okay,
how
so
much.
Yeah.
roll damage at +10.
Is that in the strength
Okay,
bonus or in
okay.
the miscellaneous?
So you
Miscellaneous.
run up and you do like
I
a
think he
cricket
might be
swing,
dead.
like, and you like chop it through the body, and its body flies away over the boundary, and you get 6 runs. And
I basically, as he does that, he goes, I'm sending an offering to Jolith!
Jolith is happy.
All right then.
Okay,
Okay.
Stone Hunter.
I feel like that was just like because I squished one and you just had to go one better.
You inspired me. Yeah. You
Okay.
inspired.
Oh, that's all right then. Okay, good.
Are there any currently conscious enemies?
Not in your
That you can
area
see.
of the battlefield. The two goblins in front of the militia are stirring.
Yeah,
They're
but they're
still-
going to be like a whole round waking up.
They're still they're still auto hits though, because they're technically still asleep this round.
Mind you, there's only 2 goblins left over there. Even if I do cheese it over there, I probably won't get. Oh,
You might
good
as well
auto.
shoot one of the goblins to
I'm
make
just
you
going
look
to
as good as
off
me.
these. I'm not shooting them. I'm just gonna poke them with a long sword.
Okay.
So it's just damage, isn't it?
Yeah. You need to move over.
Okay. I can't even find my character. There we go. Here we go.
You'll only get 1 attack though, because you're not. Your bow gets you 2 attacks, whereas your sword you only get 1.
Yeah,
attack.
but I've had to put my bow down, so I'd only get 1
no, that's
attack because
true,
I'd have
that's
to
true.
spend an attack picking my bow up.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. Go for it. Swordy, sword, sword.
I think he's dead.
10. They rolled. Oh, 10 damage. Right, yeah.
10 damage, yeah.
Oh, yes. He is dead.
That's
You run
in the eye.
sleeping goblin, the defenseless sleeping goblin. You run it through.
No,
It was
Does your
waking
sword do
up.
It
10
looks up at
damage?
you.
this creature of evil was rousing itself to do mischief to the good folk of this town, and
It
I
was a
spared them.
subjugated
It's
goblin whose children had
malfeasance.
been kept captive, and it had been fought. No. Okay.
Justify it however you need to.
I said malfeasance. That means I'm
You did.
definitely in the right.
Absolutely. Right.
Or a
Next,
lawyer.
it's the goblins. They're starting to wake up. They spend their whole
That
round
one isn't.
waking up. That one isn't.
Yeah, the other 2 aren't either.
Well,
How
Roger's
is
one
your
might
longsword
because he can't
Yeah,
kill it.
Roger's one
till it
wakes up.
does.
Roger, you got
Plenty
2
of people
attacks.
kill it
This
for him.
Have you got 2 attacks this round?
I did, but I'm using my second attack
Oh yeah,
to try and wake
to
up
wake
the
him
goblin.
up. Okay, so you're gonna wake. Yeah, you've used that already to wake him up, and the goblin wakes up. Right, so we're gonna do new initiative, which I think will be the final round of this battle. I hope it's the final round of this battle. I need to go to bed at some
Oh,
point.
Jesus.
So let's do goblins because they're spent their round waking up. Oh, that's not good for the goblins. Let's do militia. Get on 18.
Oh.
What did I get?
No,
14.
I did that wrong. Did I do that wrong?
What?
No, I didn't do that wrong. It's
Cool.
okay. I was already on my character.
Militia got 13.
my character
That was
sheet?
bad. And the Draconians are all dead. There we go. Cool. The green one turns to dust.
Oh, perfect. That means I get all my arrows back intact.
I forgot to click on my thing first, so you'll need to adjust mine from
What did
8
you get?
to 13.
13. Oh dear.
But it's
Okay.
before the goblin, so at least it has time.
Is
now
everyone,
it's going
everyone
to wake
rolled?
up.
Yeah.
So let's just go over what we're doing this round. Stone Hunter, what are you doing?
Stabbing.
Okay, Gals, what are you doing?
I am going to pull down the wall of fog.
Okay. Garon, what are you doing this round?
Uncharacteristically, I'm charging in and slicing them open.
Okay. Merrin, what are you doing this round?
I am declaring that this goblin should fight me in single combat, and then I will attack the goblin, assuming
Then
it's
you will
regained consciousness.
murderize it. Legally murderize it. And his fix, what are you doing this round?
I did. I'm going to move forwards and then huck a knife at something,
Okay, cool. Okay, cool.
and we'll see
Right,
how that goes.
let's put this in ascending.
Preferably the yellow goblin. But
Preferably. Well, don't kill the yellow goblin. He's my initiative tracker.
Kill him.
Okay, so first up,
I don't think you're going to need him.
Goust. You're going to remove the wall of
hoping
fog.
not.
Yeah.
Are you moving at all? Or are you just staying there? And
No, I'm gonna cross my arms and look rather impressive, like with a sort
Okay.
of quite pleased with myself.
and so you should be.
Yeah.
Well,
The
it'll
wall
be
of
with
fog,
the new stone powers.
Dissipates and absorbs into Goust's robe, as if sucking up underneath like a
So
vacuum
he
cleaner.
sucks it up.
So what you're saying is he farted out that fog cloud.
No, the
Then
fog came
sucked it
from the
back in
surrounding
again, and
buildings.
skills.
He didn't fart it out.
Serious
I've just got a big vape.
We're in trouble when he learns cloud kill.
Oh, not be anywhere near him. Oh, dear.
Stinking cloud, level 2. I think Gauss going
Fireball's
for
always
fog-based spells. Okay, right. So, his
He's
fix.
the
You are
master.
initiative 4.
Ah, yes. I will dash.
Dash.
Counting.
This isn't 5th edition.
Well,
You're going to move 6 squares. Yeah, cool.
For his thing.
Like it.
That's-
And then you're going to
that's running
throw.
quite
You could have
fast.
thrown at the goblin from
Um,
there because your range.
and I'm
What's your range on?
Could
Oh,
I?
no, it's
I'm not
like-
sure about daggers. I'm not sure about
No,
their
no,
range.
it's
Equally, he
like
doesn't
6
want to be
squares,
too
isn't it?
far away from Cowman.
That's true. I mean, Cowman's looking a bit hurt.
And I
but-
don't want to be too far from camera.
Cowman's lucky.
Okay, right. What's happening to this goblin?
I'm throwing a knife at it. I'm going to tie it to anyway. No, it's not going to hit, is it?
No, that is a miss,
Have
unfortunately.
I got any re-rolls? Anybody?
You have got one left, I think,
Right.
because we all got given one before someone went to bed.
That's true. Would you like to re-roll that?
Yes, I will re-roll that in the
Go for it.
spirit of maintaining the excitement.
Oh, hit! Excellent. Right, damage on yellow.
Stunk.
Rung, shatang.
I felt like I should throw one just to do that.
More of a wet.
Well, that last one is running away from you.
Right, let's
It's
see how
another
much damage
maxi.
he does. 4 damage. Wow, you don't mess about with those daggers, do you? Dagger to the groin. You throw
Costs a lot.
the blade at the goblin, and it screams, "Oh, you bastard!" Right, Stone Hunter.
Stab. Sorry.
Glad you're enjoying this so much,
Don't
Ben.
care anymore.
I am enjoying
I'm
this,
joking.
but,
I'm joking.
but Stone
Okay, go over there and you're
is
gonna stab that goblin.
dispatching goblins that can't fight back.
He's no longer asleep.
Oh, okay. Well, in that
Yeah,
case,
remember
he
his
can have
last turn?
some.
He spent waking.
Yes,
they
he
were
did,
right at the
didn't he?
end, and they spent.
I
their
can't
turn.
believe you didn't take the Knight of Solamnia's kill.
No, that's his.
That's
He
what I was
wants that one.
expecting.
That would be.
He challenged it to single combat. That's what he wants to do. If it starts to look like it's beating him, then it gets an arrow. Until then, he could fight it. It's his choice.
Love it. Let's go.
So,
Stabbing.
the stabbing.
Work harder.
Not smarter.
Stab faster.
Stab faster.
That's enough for a goblin, isn't it?
Let me check.
It was earlier.
It is. It is. They are armor class 6.
Then he is welcome to enjoy this handful of longsword.
Gut.
Okay, you step over,
Oh,
and this goblin sort of rises up, and BGO Steve, thank you for following us. You step over, and this rising goblin kind of looks up at you, and you stab it, and you nearly kill it. Okay, Merrin, you've challenged this goblin to single combat, and it looks
Okay.
up at you, slightly confused, terrified, and sleepy.
Is it
But it goes,
awake?
"Eh,
I mean,
die."
does it look like it's in a position to fight me?
It's going to fight you. It's awake now. It spent its last turn
Okay,
getting up, so it's
alright.
going to attack you.
Okay, I will bring my sword in for a salute and then take a swing. Well, no, as in literally, I salute and then
No,
swing.
I know. That's cool. Go
Because
for it.
I have
I'm a
challenges.
class 14 or worse. Let's roll. Oh,
Hey.
that's a hit. That is a hit. So damage.
Hey.
Ah, and as you salute, and then you bring a sword across, and you remove its head, and its head flies across towards the militia, and the steely-eyed woman just bats it to the floor with her shield, like, poof. And it is dead. And the blue draconian turns to dust.
They are welcome to help out with this last goblin. I mean,
Okay.
One with one hit
So
point.
that was Merrin's go. The militia.
I'm not exactly cherishing.
They're going to
this
take this
fight.
opportunity to gang up and murderize.
And bravely face the
Oh
enemy.
yeah, sorry. Bravely
Heroically
defend the city
unite.
from the invading goblins. So the first militia that's standing next to the goblin will try to hit it first, and fails. The leader lady will step up,
It's going to become a slap fight.
and she is going to.
This goblin's going to live.
It's going to be like. Oh no, she hits it a good one. Here we go. Boom. She kills it. And it falls to the floor.
That's another kill you've
Three
had stolen,
fully
Ben.
grown humanoid creatures standing around it.
Standing
What's
The
that?
Draconian counted as a stolen kill, but goblins are pathetic.
Hey, that's
Okay.
what my Minotaur's been killing.
And the
They'll
last
only count as
militia,
one.
person sort of checks around, looking around to see if there's anything else like coming down, and in fact goes to this alleyway that's between these buildings, because you saw goblins coming from the other side, goes to there to like check that there's no one coming.
Gets crossbowed in the
Oh.
face. Now it's time for
Cave
round
troll.
3.
And now 47 more goblins. You know when it says number appearing on goblins, it says 4d6. Right, okay, there are 2 goblins left, and they are going to make morale checks. Funnily enough. Yellow.
You're going to run away. I want
Succeeds.
the dagger back.
And
What was that? Was that
pink.
the yellow one.
succeeds. They are
Oh,
They are the bravest goblins in all the infantry of the Red Dragonarmy. You've slain their draconian masters, but they will take down this fucking Minotaur if it kills
It's
them.
actually
It will
Frodo
kill
and
them,
Sam.
but
I mean, that's the intended plan.
okay.
They will.
Actually, no.
Frodo and Sam, you're about to write off the whole quest for the One Ring.
Actually, the yellow one is really annoyed that that dagger hit it in the groin from his fix. So it's going to run over and
Hello.
punch you in the face with a mace. Or try to.
You don't want to run with a dagger in you.
It's like waddles over like
Hey.
What's your armor class, his fix?
6.
Missed. And the pink one is going to charge Geron. Oh no, it can't charge because it didn't say it was charging. It's just going to attack. Here we go.
He runs onto my sword.
You will get a +1 to hit it. 'Cause he's
Okay.
off. No, what did it say for off balance?
+1.
+1. Okay, yeah, it's off balance.
2.
Well, I guess it comes round to Geron.
Is it the Geron phase?
It's now the Geron phase.
It's +2 off. Hello, excuse me. +2 for off balance.
+2
2.
for off balance. There you go.
According to your sheet.
BGO Steve. It is great to see D&D. Oh, natural 20! He runs up to you like, oh, slides, and you're just like, oh. Okay, right. Okay.
Surely he's got to chop him in 3.
Like salami.
He trips in the bath and his head goes right into the bacon slice.
You peel this guy as he runs at you.
I can just imagine Geron's face, like he runs at him and goes to hit, just bounces on him and goes, "What are you doing? That's not how you do it!" Oh no, that was too much.
And like one half of the goblin lands on a roof 40 feet away. As
I
you
imagine
just,
actually,
hoof him.
it actually goes over all the buildings and lands right next to Merrin.
Yes. Yeah. No, I'm up for that. A goblin head slides across the cobblestones about here. And you just hit. Oh!
And that's how the game of golf was invented.
Okay. Cool. So, All the monsters are slain, and the militia lady comes up to you.
Are they? Is the yellow one still going?
Oh, the yellow one's. I thought the monsters were slain.
No, the yellow one's still alive.
Oh, the yellow one is still alive.
It doesn't look like it's very healthy, but it's still technically
Oh,
kicking.
yeah, good point. Sorry. Right.
Finished yet?
I'm not going to get everyone to roll initiative. I'm going to get the goblin and his fix and Geron to roll initiative.
Geron to roll
So
initiative.
hang on, let me just clear. Hang on, let me clear the initiative board.
I kind of just want to pick up my longbow and just fire it randomly over the walls.
And probably hit me.
And turn. The good thing about this, right, is that because this is streamed and therefore recorded, I can watch it back and then tot up everyone's experience for what's happened.
Good.
All right, do you get experience based on kills or something?
You do, because you're a warrior.
Okay.
And therefore so does Stone Hunter, but you get kills based. So there's general experience that everyone gets. Aldoon will have to split that between his two classes, and then there's class-specific experience. So his fix, being a cleric, will get experience for casting cleric spells, and Thief will get experience for using skills and stabbing.
So all that fabulous climbing he did.
Yep, and Merrin, you'll get experience for killing monsters. Geron, you'll get experience for casting spells. Goust, you'll get experience for casting spells, and Stone Hunter, you'll get experience for killing monsters. The goblins are on 15. Oh, his fix. What's your initiative?
I don't know yet.
Just to see who gets to do the
do the honours.
Absolutely. Oh, look at that!
Don't miss his fix.
Oh, I'm not going to hit him.
Is that with your mace?
No.
Oh dear, what's he doing? Okay,
No,
right.
I'll
Hang on.
do it right
Let me just let's do this by.
He's stealing his knife back out of his groin.
book.
I actually do that. Just the flavour.
And he's taking it back like a zip. All the way
Okay,
up.
right. So, hang on. Let's see you guys' characters in all their glory. I'm just zooming in a bit for our audience as we get into the final kill. So, his fix. This little courtyard has seen the death of many goblins, and you're quite, you're getting used to this now.
Many goblins died for, fun.
So what are you going to do in your turn?
I'm going to look at the goblin. I'm going to look him in the eyes. Well, I'm going to look up at the eyes.
Oh, God. What's he doing?
And I'm going to cast Command.
Okay. Right. Okay. Oh, God. You know you can't command them to kill themselves or do...
I know. I don't need to. I just
Okay.
need to command them to
Command.
stab.
No saving throw. To command another creature with a single word, the command must be uttered in a language understood by the creature. You know they speak common.
Yes.
A command of suicide is ignored. A command to die causes the creature to fall in a faint. Typical commands are back, halt, flee, run, stop, fall, go, leave, surrender, sleep, rest, etc. What command are you giving it?
Freeze.
Okay, so it's prone. Okay.
All yours, cowman.
Go on.
Watch me miss heroically.
If freeze is coming.
It's not asleep, but it's prone, which gives you
+4.
+4.
Jesus Christ.
And you get a +1 for, and if you go around behind it, you get +2.
And I'm charging.
So another +2. So you're at +9. So if you miss, then everyone gets to laugh at you.
Everyone already laughs at me, so it's fine.
No, we're laughing with you.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's a
good hit.
Palpable hit.
He probably didn't have much health left.
No.
He kind of just walks up to this one and
It's
goes,
enough.
He just walks up to him and goes, yeah. And just like kind of pokes in him and then just like,
Why is it not moving?
Okay.
what is going on? This is no honor. I still killed it. It doesn't matter.
I pick up my dagger.
Cool.
Wipe it off.
Okay, so you have cleared this area of villains. This Draconian turns to dust. and the militia people come out. The commoners come out from their hiding places, and the militia come over to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And they go towards Merrin.
As the commoners start coming out, I'm going to kind of look towards them, raise my sword, and scream, "For Kalaman!"
And they're like, for Kalaman! Yeah, yeah, yeah. And they kind of come round, and they're like, "Oh, thank you so much, Sir Knight. You're so brave." They kind of disregard, and they're definitely ignoring Stonehunter.
That's cool.
And
That's what I want them to do. I'm putting my hood up and going and getting my arrows back.
Okay.
Okay. If they're literally talking to me, I will be referring them to the heroic deeds of my associates.
Oh, we've got a bit of slowdown on the internet there for some reason. Yes, yes, you're all amazing and brave. Thank you so much for helping us. That's fantastic. The militia there. We haven't seen a force of that size in this area for a while. We're gonna have to call in some reinforcements, I think. Thank you, Sir
Merrin.
Merrin, thank you very much. You have saved us. I fear that I did not. We saw the Draconians, but we were not aware of those goblins. If we had seen, and at this point, Hisfix and Geron sort of come strolling through the buildings.
I feel like I would have also allowed Hisfix to get back up on my shoulders, back on holding on the horns. So you see this gnome coming around the corner, riding basically on the back of a Minotaur.
Cool. And they're like, the commoners are a bit like, oh, what does it? And when they see that you guys don't react to them that way, they're like, calm down.
Well, no, I will warmly greet them.
Okay, great. Okay. So
Merrin, there was much killing. There are many goblins.
Oh,
and Hisfix here. He is very good. Yeah, he killed lots too.
Thank you, Cowman.
Ah, that's good. Yes, right there on the spot.
Well fought.
You think that this was a big attack back when I was younger? Yeah, in the village of Greenmoor. Yeah, we had 20 Draconians come in. Yeah, and we fought them off. So yeah, this is like a little bit. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's the biggest we've seen in a while. If you want, and they're kind of not quite looking you in the eye, Goust. They're sort of like.
I'll kind of smile at them and say, "Don't worry, take heart from this. You did well."
Thank you. And the militia start to sort of busy about sorting out the commoners, tidying up, because as you can imagine, as you're all fighting and sort of moving around, boxes and crates and doors have kind of been smashed. There's movement going on. There's like an arrow in one thing, a dagger in another. So they're kind of helping the commoners to tidy the place up. Looks like the Draconians and the Goblins had fouled it up a little bit. So they move to that, and you guys are free to do what you wish.
I would like to use my healing ability to heal my wounds.
So you can do Cure Light Wounds on yourself?
Yes.
Okay. That will cure you.
It's 1d8.
Yes. 1d8 points of damage.
7.
Ooh.
There you go. Nice roll. Excellent.
Yeah.
Is anyone else significantly hurt?
Is anyone injured and in need of aid?
Also, if anyone has the healing skill, you can
I also do this.
You can also do that, and if you have herbalism, it's even better.
I think I have both these things.
Just like healing, you can attempt to.
I have both of these things.
Oh, so basically, if you have someone, if the character tends to another one within 1 round of wounding, his ministrations restore 1d3 hit points. So unfortunately, you're a bit late. However, being in the presence of someone with a healing proficiency means that you gain 1 hit point per day, even if traveling. If it's complete rest, you recover 2, and if that person has herbalism, it's 3 hit points. So if you get to a rest point, I like the blade there, Ben. Very cool.
Bleed the blood off my blade.
Is that a LARP version of Legolas's blade?
Very much so, yeah. It's the sibling to the slightly shorter version that goes there for obviously blocking reasons.
Of course.
Hey, I would say if you have the abilities, I would appreciate some.
Then you shall also have 1d8 wounds back. Oh, there you go.
And you can have 1d8 hit points, and you can have 1d8 hit points.
And you can have 1d8 hit points.
Everyone gets 1d8 hit points.
Let's close that off.
But like, Geron doesn't like. He's not like all like. Doesn't try to be all magical. Not like the wizard man. He just puts his hand on your shoulder and goes, "You are healthy now," and you gain 8 hit points.
Thank you, my friend.
Hands you a weight gain shake with whey in it.
Here, have one of my protein shakes. It will get you big muscles.
Beefcake.
Beefcake.
Okay, so we're back to the Kalaman map, and you guys have are in this region here, and you're heading towards the tower. I assume you guys are just going to kind of try and make all haste to get there.
Yes.
I mean,
I think we should go past the guild hall just for interest.
Okay, so
We'd go shopping.
No.
So
different kind of interest.
There's an elephant.
Where's the elephant shop? Yeah, sorry, there was something about the bazaar.
Yeah. So you guys arrive at East River South, the name of the tower that's been erected to defend this area between the wall and the bridge. And you arrive, and there are contingents of troops around the area moving with purpose. You can see Knights of Solamnia, a group of Knights of the Crown. You identify them as Merrin, and you think you recognize a couple of faces, but no one that's kind of your close friend or anything. And as you approach, a young knight comes out and sees you, and you recognize him as Imbert. And he comes running up. Merrin, we've been waiting for you. The Master Warrior is awaiting your attendance.
Of course, I'm afraid we were waylaid. There was a small skirmish within the town.
The Dragonarmy forces are getting more bold with every passing day, as the Whitestone forces head east, and the Heroes of the Lance have left. We find they are trying desperately to reclaim the city for their evil masters. But it is good to see that you are whole and hearty and in one piece, and your companions as well. Please follow me inside the tower. I will take you to the Master Warrior, and she will inform you of your passage across the river.
Of course.
Okay, so you go inside the tower. And
how big's the doorway, by the way?
It's big. It's like a big door.
Sure.
It's like a big double oaken doorway kind of setup.
Okay, so no ducking or squatting or sideways, like leaning in.
No, there's like tower is kind of a simplification of it. There is like a lower wall around it, and a tower in the middle, like a thin keep almost, that kind of looks out over the area. So you're kind of taken inside the wall and then in through the main entrance into the main, the lower floor of the tower, aside from kind of curving staircases in very narrow spaces. Geron, you look at those with dread. You in the main space of the ground floor, there is like a large table, people standing looking grim, and a woman on the far side who has her helmet, which has got large horns on it, is plonked on the table beside her, and she looks up and she says, "Ah, finally you're here. Excellent. It's about time. We've got to get you across that river and off to the tower." And we will leave it there. So next week we will see you guys crossing the river and heading into enemy territory to get to Rhivrasonomar's tower to see what's going on there. Okay, right. Thank you very much, my players. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that session. It was good to get to grips with AD&D 2nd edition again, and to see the little intricacies and foibles and advanced math of the game, which is always fun. Is it a positive? Yes, it is. But am I rolling low? Yes, take it away. Okay. So thank you very much for joining us, everyone who's watching. Thank you for being in the chat. It's been loads of good chat. If you're watching back on YouTube, thank you for joining us. Please don't forget to go and check out all our social media. We've got Facebook, Twitter, Insta, all of those things. There is also a link in the about or in the video description for our Discord. We've got loads of people coming on to talk about all kinds of games. We'll be setting up a channel now to discuss this game as it goes on with our viewers, so that'll be lots of fun. Previously we had a patron-only channel to see the character creation process for these characters, which was interesting. There's loads of stuff going on there as well, and we're about to start to do a short story competition where our winners can the winner will get a $25 gift certificate for Drive-Thru RPG. So lots of reasons to come over to the Discord and check it out. Loads of stuff going on there. Please also go and check out our Patreon. Everyone who supports us, you guys are awesome. We got to 50 patrons today. We got a new patron today. Mark, thank you for becoming a patron. You get all the maps that I create for our games if you are the adventurer tier or above, which is $4 a month. If you're the $1 tier, you get behind the scenes stuff. You get our channels on the Discord for patrons.
Roger's nudes.
Yep, that too.
Even just for you.
There's loads of free stuff on the Patreon as well. So if you want to go and check it out to get a load of free things, then head over there. There's links in the about below and also in the video description if you're watching back on YouTube. Other than that, thank you very much for watching. Next week on Tuesday
next week we have Mutant Year Zero, the probably penultimate session, because very shortly on the channel we're going to have a Vessen game starting by Free League. It's quite exciting. Next Thursday we've got Dragonlance again. We are currently in discussion to have a couple of options for a Wednesday game. There is rumors in the mix of a Mystic Legacies of Theros game, which Jim is looking to get off the ground. There's a chance for some Coriolis, maybe a bit of Call of Cthulhu, and then some OSR stuff with Pariah, and we've got a couple of other things lining up. I'm just looking at the schedule at the minute and working out who goes where on their holidays.
And Ben takes care of scheduling for the channel
coming up as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And there may be a slightly impromptu this Saturday coming stream of something, because
These Dark Places
occasionally no, that's the end of the month, 27th
that's
Sunday the 27th. We're going to have those Dark Places from Jonathan Hicks's Osprey Games special game.
Sorry, Ashradel. For those of you new to the channel, when they say penultimate, they mean this is going to last for at least 3 more episodes.
Yeah, our Alien show, we thought it was the last episode every episode, and that was lots of fun. At least. So look, and like Sharadel, Succumantium, Beowulf Reborn, and all of our, Gen 2K, all the people in chat of Non-Anomaly, all you guys are great. You've joined us in the Discord. Come and join us, all of our new followers, and we can talk about all these games and have even more fun. So next Thursday we will be back with episode 2 of Dragons on an Ashen Breeze. Roger won't be here, unfortunately, so I will be NPCing Merrin for that session. But all of our other players will be joining us, and we will be venturing across the river into the eastern section of Kalaman, besieged as it still is by the Red Dragonarmy. So please don't forget to tune in next week. It's 9 p.m. BST, 3 p.m. CST on Garblag Games on Tuesday and Thursday. Great. Okay, so I need to go back to this screen to say goodbye. Thanks very much, everyone, and we shall see you next week on Garblag Games. Stay safe. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.